2, 1.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Assorted Adventures live stream. My name is Sergio. I will be the PC for today. This is James, who will be our fantastic DM. We alternate DM PC roles every single stream. Here we run one-shot TTRPG adventures with zero prep and pure improvisation. And James will be rolling up the world, and I will be rolling up a random character, which I already did for a one-time deal because my Wi-Fi is so bad and I had to do it ahead of time. James is going to roll his character to influence the lore, the setting, and the plot, and he'll get going right now. Anybody who is following, you can feel free to pop a comment, and we will integrate that at the top left of the screen. Don't know where it is. You
The
can
exact
influence the
opposite
game
direction that you pointed.
I'm sorry. Again, using my phone, I have no ability to read anything right now. I got nothing. Expect this to be a rage-filled stream where Sergio vents all his frustrations out because Spectrum Internet. Oh my God, make Spectrum like this god that I have to beat, please. I'm filled with so much hatred towards my internet provider. But it'll be a great fun time. The first 30 minutes are usually spent to James creating the world, talking about it a little bit, and me creating my character. Without further ado, James, feel free to, well, one, get that sweet, sweet music set up. We appreciate you.
Yeah, my mouse just disappeared.
Oh yeah, James is the real MVP today because I mean, more than usual, I'm doing nothing. But hey, I just bought internet. That's my contribution, I guess. Yeah, I can tell you all a bit about, mechanically at least, about my character because that's all I know about him, other than he's filled with hate for Spectrum Internet. Zermae, XYRMAE. Thank you, D&D Beyond Random Generator. He's a half-elf artificer. Has some super cool spells that I feel really like cheaty for having. I have Blink, Dispel Magic, Fly, Revivify. I'm gonna come at me, James. Level 9.
Revivify at level 9? What's your deal, man?
I know, right?
I'm just clicking around on my screen like a madman because I can't see my mouse. Yeah,
if I ready an action to revivify in the event that I die, can I revive myself? Is that a thing?
What the heck does revivify do? But yeah, okay.
You touch a creature that has died within the last minute. They return to life with 1 hit point.
Wait, this music's...
but not from old age. That's so sad and specific.
Not from old age.
They just had to screw over the old people.
Oh, my mouse is back. It was great.
Yay.
Goodbye, copyrighted music.
Immediate first strike. It was an accident. I was just reading. I didn't get to read that far, but oh, sorry. And if you want to do stuff, you feel free to talk. If not, I'll just keep ranting, James.
Yeah. We're here. I finally have YouTube chat open now. I can see my mouse. Ooh. Everything's looking up. Yeah, I mean, so we can get into the role. I would love to just toss in just like a quick placeholder song, I think. A nice hype song for these roles. I so badly want to get like Animal Crossing, Autumn,
I want that now too.
Campfire, so you can murder them all.
Because I want to play a evil, truly chaotic evil character, and yeah, that's the best time to be in an Animal Crossing world when you can brutally destroy Tom Nook for forcing me to buy a house that I don't want and then charging me obscene amounts of money for it.
Is capitalism one of our prompts? That'd be good.
It's always the prompt. It's the implicit prompts beneath all 3 of our roles.
The overarching subtext of all of our...
Yeah, watch the... Hey, go follow us on TikTok for it to see me go into a depressing hole talking about capitalism. It's great.
Do we have links to our TikTok?
It's on our About page under Twitch, but I think it's just Assorted Adventures as well.
All right.
So,
you want to drum roll me?
I have nothing to tap on without breaking my microphone, so
I can hit some potatoes with a fork. Didn't make any noise.
Just sounded like you dropped a bowl. That's all it sounded like.
Yeah, just hit my mic with my bowl. Okay. Roll number 1. Oh yeah, we have this very loud.
Yes, like here.
Disease. Disease is role number 1.
Already conducive to me murdering people. I like it.
It's too close
Oh my
to
god!
home.
You know a weapon that I want? This was in a Rick and Morty, like the most recent, not the most recent season. It was a weapon. There's like some whatever it's typical Cronenberg, like disease outbreak, and Brick like designed a weapon, like a glowing sword that like you cut through people and like split them open, but then they healed and they like got rid of their disease. And for the longest time, I just wanted like a healing blade.
Is that a
of some
good?
sort.
Wait, is the
like
intention to
heal.
hurt?
No, to heal. But
Okay.
it's like the most violent way to heal somebody, like slice them open. And they... yeah.
Anyway, on that note.
Yeah, it's not exactly.
Rule number 2. No, it's good. It's good. Do I turn down? No, whatever. Just brace your ears.
I don't like this creepy clown.
Wait, Greek mythology. We literally just did that, right? Sorry, I should check that off.
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
We run a tight ship here. Let's just quick reroll, you
I'm
know.
running for my phone.
Miniature.
You for sure wrote that because I don't know what the fuck that means. So
It means small, you know?
Yeah, thank you. Giving me that definition.
Yeah, that vocab lesson.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Let's see. Last roll will be...
So it's a tiny disease. That's what it is.
Yeah, tiny disease. Star Trek. Sponsored. Sponsor stream. Star Trek. Okay. Now I get approximately like 10 minutes give or take to quickly throw something together.
Yep. And that's Star Trek is honestly kind of perfect. I'm an artificer. Yeah, I'm a real buildy boy workshop.
It's gonna be tough for me to come up with a way to force you to be next to a campfire spending time with your small children loved ones so that you can or cannot murder everybody, depending on
Well, if I'm already like a murderous person, do I have those people?
They
Should we
accept
go
you
on
for
that
who you are.
expectation, or are you gonna do something that? Are we gonna do like what is it, Batman? What's it called? The Last Laugh or something, where he's like the Joker's intent is to like break Jim Gordon to the breaking point, so he goes insane.
Jim Gordon's Batman?
No, sorry, Batman comic, Jim Gordon, detective, cop, etc. Chief.
Batman's a comic?
Get out of here.
Like comedian comic. Okay. Anyway,
Joker's a comic.
Joker is a comic. Star Trek music. Star Trek.
That's immediately sound like it's gonna be this copyright strike.
Star Trek music to explore the universe too.
Not so fun. Is Andromeda? What's that video game?
Andromeda?
Well, no, it doesn't.
Is that the video game?
I can't think of it. So I'm just distracting. You should be world building or whatever you would be doing.
What I'm doing is pulling up sci-fi half-elf. Does your half-elf have a sex and or gender?
Let's go male. I feel like I've been a female the last 2 times. Might as well switch it up.
Show me this person. They look kind of
One
sick.
day I can't see anything, so I'll take your word for it. One day I'll be non-binary.
Just a crotch.
It's just well, great, fantastic. I can't even pronounce my name. Can I just change my name to Clint or something? Need something more generic.
Clint?
I always have that guy on the moon, just like last time.
Can you hear the music?
I cannot, which I'll survive.
This is so sad.
The music is sad, or our setup is sad?
No.
My setup is
the
sad.
setup.
Yeah, no, my setup is very sad. Hey, next week I should have my Wi-Fi fixed. So.
Did you explain what was going on yet?
Spectrum's been a real asshole lately. That's like a subset. Feel free to interrupt me whenever, James, if you have something more important to talk about while I rant. So I've been stealing Wi-Fi from my neighbors for the past like year and a half, and by stealing I mean they're very kind and they let me have it for free. But because they're like
that's not what stealing means.
I know. But because they're like a couple 100 feet, not like 100 feet away from me, like the end of their house is, it's so far that the Wi-Fi barely, it's bad. So I was like, oh, finally, a year and a half in, I'll buy my own Wi-Fi. They're moving out anyway, and also I'd like to be able to do stuff more efficiently. So I got Spectrum this morning, drove out, got my modem, bought a router for way too much money, and now it's broken, and I'm sad, or it's not even working. That's my setup. That was my very fascinating story, guys.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll give it a 4 out of 10.
I can make it more dramatic. I fought the Spectrum man. The manager at Spectrum. He pulled out his gun. I pulled out.
No, that's just lying. Make it more dramatic without lying. You won't believe this insane Spectrum fiasco.
You won't believe the number of laws I broke trying to open up the box outside of my house. I took a drill bit to a lock that AT&T said don't open. And I was like, fuck that
open
shit.
Their lock?
And I drilled through the lock. I was very pissed off, and I needed to get in there to make sure all the coax cables were connected tightly. They were. That's not the problem. Good. I'm gonna murder some people in D&D today. I just want y'all to know that. I'm going to kill.
I appreciate the condolences on behalf of Sergio, who can't see YouTube
Thank you.
chat.
Yes, I can't. I appreciate it. Thank you for hearing me vent. I apologize.
Yeah, usually this time is productively used to build the characters, build the world, but
this is me building. This is me building.
This is your character,
and this is the rage that they feel inside of them right now. They too have been fucked by Space Spectrum.
Space Spectrum.
Spectrum has made their way, has spread out from beyond Earth and have gone to other planets. And no, sorry, I'm not. Sorry, you build the world. That's just my. Oh, this would have been the best day ever to roll the like Sergio's life or James's life to this roleplay me murdering the CEO of Spectrum, which I don't condone.
Those are just that's one prompt, right? It's not separate. That'd be fun if I got to play as Sergio.
That would be so. I would not like or trust you to do that. I don't trust me to do you either. I feel so terrible.
Yeah, well, I think it's not meant to. I mean, I don't think you're going for pure accuracy at that point.
How do I make you a caricature? There's only one thing I can caricaturize, if that's the word, of you, and I don't know how often it would come up.
What?
It's my favorite. My two. You're just gonna be like self-conscious about it now. Should I not? No. Or now you're more self-conscious because I'm not telling you what they are.
Yeah, we have some very meta prompts. But yeah, no, I'm gonna be even more self-conscious now, and I'm gonna be like, oh, did I touch my hair too much? Oh no.
No, not at all. I got called out in middle school for that. Made me feel bad. No. One is your half laugh when I think like you don't think something's too funny, but you want to like be nice to me.
I was about to give you a half laugh to that.
It's the breath through your teeth. Yeah. So there's that, and then there's the other thing where you go, yeah, when you're like trying to say no, or like when you're thinking no. Don't want to say no.
Gosh. Someone asked me to do something for them, and I'm like, yeah. Do that.
What are my things? I roasted you. Your turn. Or if you want a world build, your call.
I feel like you could go for the like insult my PCs, right? Like the fact that once one NPC messes something up, I'm like done with them. I'm like, you're trash. You're out. Get off the island. You're out of the party.
That's like. Oh, I thought I was trying to like be.
Yo, that's so good. We can play as each other in the same campaign and have someone else TM.
You're more. I feel like our morality aligns, right? I feel like we wouldn't do things too differently.
Yeah, no, we would stay on the same party, I think. You get pissed off about stuff more, I think, or like trying to think.
Oh, am I pissed off, James, about your internet? Are you sure I get too pissed off? I think I get this is the right amount of hate I should feel. Fucking CEO of Spectrum, I'm coming for you. I get upset the right amount. You don't get upset enough. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, I have my moments. I think. Oh yeah, and then your PC is like getting really mad by modern day moral standards at things happening. Oh no, that's you as a DM. Sorry.
I feel like it's you also in real life. Maybe not the DM, but.
Oh, having morals.
Having morals, yeah.
Having morals. You idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel like we're probably good to start. My brain's just not in prep mode.
Oh, just full on, just dive right in.
So if you already have a character, I mean,
am I gonna be? Yeah, sure. I'll be an enraged asshole. If you're, let's see what kind of. Yeah, let's see what you thrust upon me. Yeah, lay down the world for me, and I will react, I guess.
Yeah. So this music's fine.
It's like how much hatred I feel.
Come on, we're starting slow. So I don't think, was there one other thing I was gonna do for, oh yeah, can I just have your like health and AC?
Why? I'm not gonna take any damage. What are you talking about? AC is 13 and health is 39. Level 9 character. Artificer.
HP's 39?
Yeah.
That is wildly low.
It does seem quite low.
For a level 9? Yeah.
And for an artificer, I thought they were beefier than that.
These things happen, I guess.
Again, this is like D&D Beyond being weird.
Yeah, unoptimized randomizing characters. You know, it comes with the. I'll keep it in mind.
Don't kill me, please. At the start, kill me later.
So okay, name.
Zermi. Let's go with that. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Zermi. All right.
XYRMAE. I'm going to Zermi.
That is not even close to what I heard. ZERMY. What's what is it? Did you type it somewhere?
XYRMAE.
XYRAME. Oh, Zyrami.
I'm going to Zerme. You call me whatever you want.
Zerme. Okay. Yeah, let's see Zerme. Let me get my prep here. It's all good. Here we go. So Zerme, you're propped up on the fairly thin cushions laying atop your just flat aluminum bed plate.
What's the world like? Wait, before that?
We're getting there.
I was going straight into it.
It's going in and out, small to big, not big to small.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're sitting on these thin plush, you're atop the blankets and the cushions below you with this pillow. You can feel the aluminum bed plate below your head and the rest of your body through these thin cushions. And you are in just this small chamber that you call home. Let's say 10 feet by 5 feet, really just a long corridor that houses your bed, your pull-out cabinet inside the wall of the space liner ship, the Soaring Falcon. And so this is a just mass appeal, fairly luxury space liner, cruises, space cruise, stops at different planets around this solar system that it runs through. And you are in the employee quarters here. You have, essentially the lowest tier lodging that's available at the space liner. And I think, yeah, I mean, if you want to describe pretty much anything else from there, that's all I'm gonna impose on you. You have a small TV on the wall, like 12 inches by 12 inches, just like a little crappy back of the airplane seat screen. Go ahead.
Man, I just realized I wish I was a barbarian so I could rage, but that's not a thing that artificers can do. How do I sound without blowing my place? Kind of need it tomorrow. Right. This is gonna hurt tomorrow.
Wait, you cut out a little bit, but I believe you're back.
Maybe it's because I went too loud. Like, right. Hello. Can you hear me? Okay. Or is that cutting out too?
You got quiet for some reason.
Weird. Can you hear me like this?
Yeah, you're fine.
Can you hear me? You can hear me now? All right. About time. Perfect. Hello. Zerme. It's been a real shit show here the past couple of days. The brig's kind of been going down. Power on and they blame me for whatever reason, just because I'm the technician here. But hey, no. Yeah, it's not like I tried my hardest. Like 16, 17 hours out of the day working on this piece of shit. It's a really nice piece of shit, though. It's a great piece of shit. Yeah. I'm tired. Time to see what the day has in store for me.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
You hear your familiar telecommunicator on the wall as a little green light flashes. Bling, ding, bling, ding, ding.
Is there like a voice comm system, or do I just know to like go out?
No, it's a voice comm system.
Oh, what do you want? I hit like whatever button there is on the wall.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, all right, I guess you don't have to pick up phones in this world. They can just hear you no matter what. Okay, yeah.
System, I smash it.
Yeah, so you just slam into that button, it stops blinking, and now there's just a flat orange kind of light coming out of this crappy little speaker in the wall. Hey Zermi, we're gonna need you up on the third bridge. We're having problems here with the receiver.
You're receiving me just fine, right? You can hear me?
What was that, Zermi? Just get up to the brig and then we can start out there.
I hate you.
Did you say that through the line?
Yes, I say that. And I hang up, hit the receiver button to end the call, and I grab like a bag of my tools, and all of that. I don't know what kind of artificer I am. I don't know if I have like my robot pet or anything like that. No, I don't. I just have a shit ton of turrets and weapons.
Okay, I like it.
Same number. Yeah, you just see also Zermi is just fuck half elf. It's whatever I want. He's like this really stout, like fat muscle type guy. But he has like big, like triple chin, just like that, and just gross red stubble coming out, like from poor shaving. So it's just like patches of red. But the one thing that's not fully shaven is like this big, bushy red mustache. It's like comically large, just like coming over his lip, covering it entirely. And he has like this really thick, furrowed red unibrow that just like is like a constant scour. And these big, thick. Sorry, whatever image you have up. I don't know what it is, but I assume I'm completely
I got him.
that.
What is he has hair? Does he have hair?
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever kind of hair you want. Nothing well kept. He cuts it himself with just like a sword and just like lops it off really haphazardly. But he has these really big, like welding goggles that's like half up over his head, and just like black soot all over his skin. Leather overalls, white half-ripped shirt, and pants.
This is a Redbeard from Tower of God. For any, I don't know, anyone who wants to find this art. Tower of God's pretty good. All right, I have you. You're beautiful. Yeah. Okay. It's not exactly what you described, but it's close enough.
Works for me.
So where are you heading right now? Poorly shaven Zermi.
What?
The poorly shaven Zermi.
Yeah, he's heading up to wherever the thing was.
Yeah, so you turn the wheel, very archaic for this space liner. You spin the wheel on your door, which decompresses and flips it open. You know, precautions in case of depressurization and a piercing of the chamber. So you are in just this low hanging, just all aluminum everywhere, just chrome and aluminum, pipes hanging down around you, wires just exposed around. Not that you particularly mind that. And you just start your kind of trek through these thin tunnels up through the bowels of this liner where you rest, just like way at the bottom, down by the engines, the routers, everything like that. You froze on just the most like pissed off face in the world. I love it.
Well, that's perfect.
See, that's your face.
Okay?
Oh no, you're back. Oh man. Oh, can I make the
Can
face?
you hear me okay?
Oh yeah, I can hear you though.
No, no.
Your face is like
what I said. But... Good. That's all right.
That was my best facial impression. Yeah, that was the perfect freeze frame. But let's see. So yeah, you're heading through these not dingy, like they're fairly clean, but just very cramped, a little hot, not too humid. And you can hear there's just nothing else around besides just little electrical tinging, little water moving through pipes, and then your own feet just reverberating through these long metal chambers as you just are you in boots, are you in shoe, or barefoot?
Barefoot.
Yeah, okay.
Really large, hairy feet.
As your big meaty feet clap down on the metal.
For sure they don't like me being in front of the customer. Is there anything like that?
Yeah, you head up through the back way where you know no customers are allowed to go, always taking paths that any doors into them are labeled employees only, so you don't need to worry too much. And as you're heading up, you kind of on your trek, slowly the hallways start to open a bit more. The foot traffic of other employees dressed in proper uniforms picks up, and you start to get to a more populated section of the ship. And then, you know exactly where you're going. You know this freaking, let's say like mile-long spaceship. You know, like the back of your hand. You could get pretty much anywhere. So you come up to the third brig where you know the receiver calling you was. And you arrive to a familiar face, just one of the employees who gives you the most trouble. He is deck manager for this level, and he pretty much just calls you whenever, and there are technical issues.
Okay. Bill me, what did you want? This time. Again. In addition to everything else that I fix.
Did you say Bill me?
Yeah. Did you already give a name? I have no clue.
I like how you're Zermy, he's Bill me. Okay, Bill me.
Again, this is the max amount of my creativity. So.
Yeah, so Bill me, this tall, slender elf, space elf, of course. This tall, slender space elf.
That means it, okay.
Long gray hair, really long pointy ears. You know, the space, the lack of gravity, these ears are just freaking going. They just haven't stopped. This is what happens in evolution. That's how evolution works, kids. So yeah, Bill me turns over to you and looks at you. Oh, Zermy, it is so lovely to see you. If you would just come, please, and take a look at this monitor. We had some clients were saying that in their rooms that the things. You'll figure it out. And then he just kind of walks past you and puts a hand on your shoulder.
Oh, don't! No, off.
Oh, of course. Use my manners.
Where are the customers?
The customer, they're in the rooms. We have 3374. We had 4069.
Right, I use blink to blink to that room number.
All right.
Already immediately using a spell slot.
So where in 3309?
Wherever I know no, just right into the bedroom. Just right into the bedroom.
Okay, yeah. So you blink into the room as you see a human mid pulling up his trousers, so in his underwear, in the middle of pulling up his trousers, one leg in, the other leg he's like shaking, trying to get through the pants. He has like an unbuttoned white dress shirt on, and there's just a moment where you see him and he hasn't quite registered what happens. Then he looks up and then he drops his pants on and goes, "Oh, dude, my heavens!"
Pants up, pants up, please. None of that. Up. Don't stop on my
Take what you want. You can have everything. Anything you did. Just don't take my kids, please.
Wow.
They're all I have. Please, my mother. She would be heartbroken.
You wouldn't be heartbroken?
I would. Wow. Of course, I would be heartbroken. But like, she would. She lost her husband recently. She couldn't lose the kids too. Please.
Oh my God! Stop! Please stop. Very annoying. Why did you complain?
I don't
I
don't understand.
Oh, the technician here on the ship.
You're the technician on the ship.
Yeah.
Then why'd you just come into my room like that?
That's service.
That is so unprofessional.
You mean expedient and great, I believe?
Is this the type of service that I'm paying for? That someone just comes in, walks in on me in my trousers?
Oh my God, the trousers were your fault. Let's be clear on that. I did not have you have your pants down. That was your choice. All right. I was here as fast as possible. You are welcome, by the way. I received no thank you.
Look, they did.
I expect a big tip.
When I called, we will talk more about this. When I called, they did not tell me someone would be prestidigitating up into my room. I would have known to have my pants on. I'm sorry. But I should. Who was this? You? Is this on them? Who do I need to call about this? He says, buttoning.
It's on you. What was your complaint? Let's hurry this up. I have other houses to fix, other rooms to fix.
Roll me a persuasion.
Book roll it. Oof, big rip. A total of 9.
What do you mean get on with it? You just came into my room. I could have been naked, me and the wife, just 30 minutes ago. That could have been, this could have.
For what?
The private, the tete-a-tetes,
That's inappropriate, sir. Please don't talk. I'm gonna file a complaint with my boss, actually, sexually harassing me. But either way, let's try to, so yeah, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You don't report me, I don't report you. So what's the problem here?
I get another persuasion check.
Not 20.
Okay, I didn't mean, I wasn't being weird about it. It was just because you asked, I was trying to be, you don't have to tell anyone.
The number of customers who come on to me, it's ridiculous. All right.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. This is not meant to be like a Me Too or anything. Like I'm so sorry, but just okay. It's fine. That's.
Hands up, please.
Of course. Oh. He just stumbles, like almost falling over, getting his feet through his pants, buckles them up.
God.
And he's
wearing.
What's
the problem here?
Actually, no, never mind. Yeah, he's just wearing kind of generic black dress pants, black dress shirt. He's just on his way to a business meeting. The problem. Yeah, so you see, so me and the wife were trying to watch some shows when we got up in the morning.
You were trying to watch TV?
Huh? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
During your tete-a-tete, you were trying to watch TV?
No, it was afterwards.
Okay, yeah, you gotta,
don't worry about it. It's we're happy. She's happy. We check in.
Okay, that's important. All right, good. Always check in.
Yeah. So.
You were saying?
No, of course. Of course. Yeah, I always check in each time. Each and every. This never. You can't check in too much. So I always.
Yeah. Exactly. Never be too safe. Never be too careful.
Oh, exactly. That's why I like to. That's what I tell the kids. That's what I tell
Yeah.
little Jeremy and Wormy.
Right. So what's the problem?
Right. So we're trying to watch the telly, watch some tunes, and then it just I was hitting the channel changer and just nothing was happening. It was just black screen. And then at one point, I started hitting it, and then I got up and I clicked the buttons on it, and it got like fuzzy. It had the fuzz on it.
Oh, okay. All right. That was my next question. Did you try turning it on and off again?
Yeah, and then it got the channel changer wasn't working, but it got the fuzzies on when I did it on the TV.
All right. I appreciate you trying. Now, for some real shit to happen, and I drop my bag and go over to the TV to go check it out.
Yeah. You want to roll any particular skill? Or?
Investigate first, I guess, and then probably whatever it would be for like fixing something.
Yeah.
So investigate?
Yeah, yeah.
Got +1, total of 10.
Yeah, so it takes a little tinkering around. You have to go back and pop off one of the back plates. You're moving, like unplug a wire, plug it back in, check the TV, see if anything changed. You do that for like 7 different wires, and he's just kind of standing there, you know, looking around, getting a little impatient. You're just going through methodically, testing everything, and then finally you just see unplugging the coax connection, and then plugging it in, twisting it back tight. You look over, and then it's working great. And so that's yeah, even just from your investigation, that's what you got.
So this was actually a simpler fix than
that's great. Are. Yeah, that's what you got it working.
Yeah, it was just the coax cable. When they're not tight enough, sometimes the connection doesn't go through. And yeah, just anytime. Yeah, appreciate you letting us know. So yeah, simple fix.
Yeah, I mean, is that do I need to know what a coax? I can just call you next time if that happens again.
Please don't. It's this thing, and I show him. Just tighten it. It's not hard, but also it shouldn't come loose. I did.
I might get. Jeremy is the one who's good with the. You'll have to show him sometime.
Okay. All right. I won't interact with your child, but that sounds fine. Anything else?
Let's see. Everything's we're good. Could you put a word in? We need some more towels. We used up all the towels. Because Jeremy got it. He was spilling his food everywhere, so we had to wipe it all up. So we used all of our towels.
Kids are gross. That's not my job. Goodbye. And I blink back to where my boss was. Man about to kill me. Don't talk shit about my kid.
You see Bill Me standing there, you know, hand here, foot tapping on the ground, looking around, kind of displeased as you blink.
I was just sexually harassed by a customer, and I just thought that you should know that.
Excuse me. Well, give me persuasion, I guess. Wait, is that deception? That's probably deception.
That's not. My guy probably truly believes. But either way, all of them are bad, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
What do you want to call it?
I'll call it. If your character believes it or not, that's up to you.
So Arcana then, right? That's my highest mod. 11 plus, I guess Persuasion is 2, so 13.
Persuasion is 2. Hey, that's not terrible. Oh, well, we'll need to put in a report with HR then. I can refer you over to Gerald, and he can handle that with you. We can fill out the forms required, and...
No, it's fine. I just wanted to let you know. No formal complaint needed. It was nice to be wanted again, actually. But, you know, I just thought...
But, well, it's a requirement under my role to handle these matters and make sure that they're taken care of with the utmost respect and delicateness. You're saying you don't want a report?
He won't be. I blackmailed him, so he won't be doing anything again. Don't worry. I don't think he's chaotic evil, but he sure is chaotic something.
He's chaotic dumbass. What? My God. Okay. You excuse me, did I hear that right? You're blackmailing him with this? I mean, this is unacceptable behavior. No matter how bad of a customer, we can't be blackmailing. I mean, this is just a terrible precedent for the company.
Oh, speaking of terrible precedents, how about those shitty coaxial cables, yo? Can we talk about that for a bit? That seems more pressing.
Coaxial cable?
The TVs are... What did all the customers complain about? Was it the same thing?
Yes, their telecommunicators were not picking up the entertainment mediums that we were supplying for them.
Right. About how many?
Ding! As this little ding in his pocket goes off, and he pulls out this like big whatever 1980s Star Trek looking like big chunky, almost like if smartphones were bricks. There's like a big screen on this massive thing, and he looks at it, taps through things, and goes, "Oh, it's a happy customer from room 3309, and let's see, he left you an 11 credit tip. So you know, seems that service well done."
Is that a lot?
Yeah, let's. I mean, it's like
Did this blackmail work really
it's like
well?
11 gold, so.
Oh shit, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep. Job well done, of course. I should get a raise. So yeah, how many?
Let's see. There was 3309. There was 4069. There was 521. What was it? And by the way, as per usual, that tip has been transmitted directly into your blockchain wallet on our Spectrum space chain. You know, that's where we.
I will immediately be converting that to actual credits. It's fucking the whole. Your crypto shit is so stupid and gonna fail. And then also,
I mean, it's not my. This is just company policy. Is we pay you through the Spectrum space chain, and then you can, with that, you can buy your Spectrum Space Cat NFTs. I mean, that's up to you entirely. Actually, if you'd like to see mine, I got some new.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so if you look at this one, his name is Domingo, and he is he's a kitten from Mars on the original human planet.
You bought a person?
No, he's a cat, and he has antenna. Look at that! Isn't that cat don't have antennas?
Wow, you really are. Anyway,
it's his value is going up. Is incredible. It's just going up and up. Soon I'll be able to sell him for.
Are the stocks animals?
What?
Are the stocks animals? People invest in animals? Is that what's happening?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Yeah. No, I mean NFTs. Digital.
Don't fucking explain.
Yeah, just explain. They're not real animals. That's what all. No. It's just it's a little character. The cat has antenna. It's not a real cat. Oh, Domingo.
Wow. So like I was saying, I'm immediately going to convert that to credits.
What you do is that's up to you. You know.
Yeah, you buy your weird cat.
You'll have to go to our space chain converter and then connect and then find your. We'll need your your SSN, your space security number, and you can plug that
I'm
in.
just gonna demand cash tips from now on. This is such a waste of my fucking time.
Oh, I mean, company policy. We request you do not do that, so that.
Yeah, well, I don't like having my time wasted. Speaking of which, this has been fun. Is there anything else you want me to fix? All the others?
I mean, that would be great if you could like fix them all. If is that on? Is that something that you've done that made
it's
those?
for sure on what's the name of the company I work for?
Spectrum Space Liners.
It's for sure on. This is on Spectrum. Undoubtedly on Spectrum's part, because if they're all having the same symptoms, this is a address with the higher ups. And I've actually had a couple of complaints for them that I've been wanting to vent. So this might be a good time to just air out all my grievances.
About the, I mean, if you have grievances, you could take them up with me, but I am not your specific superior. I'm just calling into you.
No, for sure not you. You're not. No, you're nothing.
I'm not nothing. I'm deck. I'm in charge of this deck. I'm deck officer here, manager. I mean, there's at least.
Yeah, bye now.
Did you say bye now?
No, I did not.
Sorry, can you repeat what you said?
I said, Officer Dick, we call you. And then what I said after that.
What, Officer Dick? I don't understand. That's not my name. I'm Bill Me.
You're the deck officer, right?
Yes, I'm the deck officer. I'm manager of this.
All right, then. That's why.
So but I'm deck, not Dick. I don't. Is that are you mishearing? Is this some kind of cultural difference?
So where can I find your boss to go and talk to him about the coaxial cables?
My boss? Oh, well, I mean, I'll have
or
to.
Whoever I should. Maybe Spectrum's. Or I guess we have an in-house manufacturer. I guess them. Whoever gets the shitty cables. Or frankly, I don't know. The customer service here is pretty much the only good thing, in my opinion.
Referring to yourself?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. If you were to, if you want to speak to your supervisor, he may know more about these types of technical issues. Weedle's Loveless is, I'm sure is your supervising officer, so you could speak with him. He's a busy man, though. I heard he was just fixing some telecommunicators on the first floor. You could.
Yeah, I'll go talk to Weedle.
Yeah, I mean, you'll know. I'm sure you know him better than I do.
You should get to know your employees, sir.
I mean, I try my best. There's a lot of people. It takes a team to run a space liner here, and I'm doing my best to communicate and learn about how are you? Sorry about what happened to you earlier with the room. But by the way, we should really fill out a form for that offense that happened earlier. If you remember, you were telling me about.
Actually, I forgot. I gotta go. And then
you use all of your spell slots. Oh. So wait, what? You blink away? Is that what you said?
I just said I get out of there. I didn't say blink.
Oh, you just run away?
I just sprint away.
Oh, okay. You have to file it at some point, all right? He just quickly turns back and starts hitting stuff on his. And then I suppose in your pocket, in your transponder receiver, you can describe it however you think would be most accurate.
My thingy is probably it just looks like some sort of electrical recording equipment where it's like a multi-dual thing where it does record electrical currents, but then also has a flip up screen where it's calls. Very easy to decline and not answer it because it's main use is not a phone.
Okay, yeah.
So
So
I
just
leave it.
that's a like.
I press like decline or whatever the equivalent is on there.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
This guy's fun. I like him.
Fun Zermy, Darame.
Not chaotic evil.
Yeah, probably not chaotic evil. Well, you did threaten someone with sexual assault allegations.
It's chaotic neutral, maybe.
So let's see. You are heading to find Weedles Lovelace.
Yes. Who does what again?
He's your boss. He is the supervising technical officer.
What's he like? From what I know.
Yeah, so he interviewed you when you came in. He's this very short dwarven man. He's always been quite kind to you. He has these long red kind of like dreads on either side, like braided insanely tightly, never takes them out of the tight braid. And then
cute.
What?
So cute.
Yeah, sometimes he ties them around his chin and it looks like he's a little basket. Yeah, that's a bit about him. When he first interviewed you, he was very friendly and invited you in, and then you had like a couple days of kind of orientation where he just walked you around very quickly and showed you all these different systems on the space liner. But then from then it's kind of been not a whole lot of communication, like radio silence and then talking like every other month because he's just so crazy busy with all the technical issues. They really pile a lot of stuff on him here.
Yeah, I go into his office or wherever he might be.
Yeah, so he actually is even deeper into the bowels than you. His office is literally right next to the like generators and electrical kind of power plant of this space liner. So you go back the way you came, and slowly people and whatever, essentially people fade and pipes protruding from the walls emerge, and the hallways just get tighter and tighter as you climb down ladder after ladder. Get in an elevator, takes you down 5 floors. You get out, you climb down more ladders, spin open some wheels, go through just like this maze until you go by your room, you go past it, you keep heading down. Now again, all you're really hearing is just the of like different steam and pressures getting released in these chrome pipes. Just like little little ding noises of like server farms you go by just like in the walls for like routing internet connections through space routers. And then finally you get down. It gets just hotter and hotter as you get closer, and now you can just hear like that like white noise whirring of electricity as you're down by the generators. Like you can just hear kind of like this constant loud buzzing from like all in the walls as you get to literally like the last door down the hallway. And it's just like a pretty simple thin metal door with a handle that you can just pull open.
Yeah, I'd pull it open. I'd like knock as I pull it open.
Yeah, so like you go you like knock and the door, like kind of as you go to knock, the door just swings open like slightly ajar.
Hey Weedle, I have some complaints. Not for you, about everything as a whole. I don't actually, maybe I think I'd like to vent a little bit. I've been feeling a lot of stuff towards the company lately.
Are you just standing? Where are you?
I'm like half like head down as I'm looking and like just pushing the door open, just like
Okay.
really in my own thoughts.
Okay.
And then I like look up in the middle of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so give me a perception check.
Plus -1. Man, my stats are whack. Let me kill something, that'll be great. Hey, 19 minus 1 is 18.
Okay, so yeah, as you are stepping you're about to so you're walking, looking down, kind of talking, not paying much attention, but just suddenly you're like staring at the ground and you see this little like red speck on the ground as you're about to step down on it, and you stop for a second and pull your foot back up and plant it beside you.
Yeah, I think that it's really something that's deep with it, embedded within the company. And then Weedle, is there? What's that?
Yeah, so I assume you kind of, so the room is empty, so
okay.
Presumably you bend down to look closer at this thing that's caught your attention.
It's like a little red speck.
From what you can see standing up, yeah, it's just like this little red speck on the ground that you can't really make out. But something.
Yeah, I lean down to inspect it.
Yeah, so you kind of bend down lower and lower and lower until you make out the fact that this is like a tiny little creature. Like you can see the red turns to a more fleshy kind of beige tone, turns to the very...
I forgot about the other fucking prompt.
Turns to the very classic orange jumpsuit, which is, is worn by your kind warm boss Weedles. And then you look closer and kind of squint a bit to like make out just exactly what you're looking at, and you see this tiny little very 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 tiny little dwarf with his long red braids and jumpsuit kind of jumping up and going whatever.
How shitty would it be if I had enlarge reduce as a spell? Just fix it.
Oh man.
I do not. Oh my god. I like lean like knees on the ground, like face down on the ground. I look like real close at it. Weedle, is that you? Wait, how big is it? Like how?
As small as like as where like an eyelash would be like a long rug type thing. I'm trying to think what a long thing is. Like a third of the size of an eyelash.
Holy shit, that's so small.
Truly minuscule, truly a powerful 18 perception roll. Yeah. Now we're talking the right scale here.
Oh my god. Weedle.
Yeah, as you kind of breathe out talking to him.
Stepped on. Oh shit, sorry.
You see him like stomp down on the ground and just like hold against your breath of air, which like was like pushing past little dust bits and like tiny little threads of cloth that are next to him as they go flying back.
Sorry. Does me talking hurt your ears? Thumbs up if yes.
Just keeps like waving.
Can you hear me at all?
Some two big thumbs ups.
All right. Hey.
You just make out the tiniest like.
So I can't hear you. I just want you to know. Yeah. So I don't know what you just said there. Great. Fantastic. What'd you do, Weedle? Why'd you do this?
Weedle just gestures over to his desk with big jumping motions.
Do I have your permission to pick you up? Because honestly, I'm going to forget where you are, and then I'll immediately kill you with my foot.
Persuasion. Weedle like holds his hands out to stop for a second when you say that.
16 plus, I believe, 2.
Yeah, he like holds his hands out to stop, and he's like, thinks about it for a second, puts his head down. This is all kind of like you have to squint really hard just to make out the specific details of him with your face really close. But yeah, he kind of puts his arms down and looks up and like two big thumbs ups.
I don't have to even ask you honestly, but consent is important. I just talked about it with a new friend. Yeah, all right, let's go. And I hoist him aloft and I take him to his desk. And
How
I
so?
gently put him down.
How do you pick him up?
Fuck, I'm just gonna murder him right now. Well, I'll be honest. I would have used my hands, but now I'm thinking about it. But I'll just say I used my hands to like
give
grab
me a
his
sleight of
tummy.
hand.
Okay. Hey, I got plus. Oh, I got plus 3 to that. 8.
Okay.
Oh, it was 8.
So you reach down to pick him up, and he seems like he's kind of freaking out, but then he just like stands there and gets ready, and you push down to pick him up, and you feel like a kind of like pressure moving out between your fingers, and then you feel like just kind of weird sensation on your fingers, and you hold up.
Did you spit or something? Why is my finger?
Hold up to look, and you see your fingers are like covered in blood, and you see a Weedle's there with like broken limbs, just like just screaming out, like
God.
waving one arm as his one arm. It has like a bone coming out. His torso is like kind of crushed.
You're so frail. Normally you're so beefy. Sorry. 1 second. Let me just like rush him to the table.
And as you're like holding him up, talking to him, slightly moving your fingers, he kind of tumbles off to the side and starts just falling through the air, very slowly, but falling.
Can I make another? Is my dexterity even higher? I guess sleight of hand.
Sure.
Why is my performance so high? What is this? Hey, 16 plus 3.
Yeah, so you put your hand out pretty quickly to where he was falling, and then you lower your hand a slight bit to kind of gentle the impact into your hand. Although, because he's so small now, his terminal velocity compared to like the air resistance is actually a lot better. So it wasn't terrible. You could really just kind of soften it a little bit, and he's fine, landed into your hand. Not really any pressure.
All right, next time I'll have you walk on top of my hand. How about that? Okay.
He's just like swinging his one arm around wildly.
I assume you're saying sorry I'm so squishy. Anyway, let's go see what you're pointing at. As I take him to the...
He has his bleeding, broken Weedles is in your hand.
Rip. Yeah. Alright, so what's on the... Oh wait, do I have like cure wounds or something? I'm healing shit. Rip, I really don't. Oh, if you die, I can bring you back. So honestly, that might be better than having a broken arm. We'll save that for later.
Your phone gets another like I
press decline, but I open it to see if I got any messages or anything.
You get one message which is like 15 minutes old that says 11 Spectrum Space credits deposited to your Spectrum Space blockchain account.
That's so... I know this probably isn't the most pressing thing, but Weedle, we really gotta fix the whole crypto shit.
You cannot make out. I mean, roll perception. Let's see if you have superhuman hearing.
Fuck. -1. God, these are terrible stats. 9.
Yeah, you can't. You just hear like.
Oh, I know, right? Anyway. Yeah, so what's on the desk itself?
I mean, you hear just pointing at it.
Pointing at what?
Pointing at the computer that sits atop the desk. As Weedles now like puts a piece of his shirt in his mouth, like holds it in place and tears it, and then starts wrapping it around his like bone protruding arm, like pulling it tight, screaming as he does it here in your hand. As there's just a little pool of red around him.
I don't suppose a medicine check would be helpful on my part.
Oh, I mean, it'll be with double disadvantage.
Nah, not worth it. No, I go over to his computer and I start tippy tappy, clicky clacky.
Yeah, so you walk around. It's a pretty shabby, just like steel aluminum desk, thin desktop, thin legs on either side, kind of wobbly, like really beat up edges and lots of black kind of smudges all over it from oil and whatever other crap he drags in here. And the second you kind of round the corner and look at the monitor, you just see giant letters, like very old school, kind of like coder whatever stereotypes of just like green and black little things, like strings of characters falling down along the screen, and then just in big green bold letters across the whole screen, it just says "You've been hacked."
Wow. I didn't know they could do it like that. That's porn? What happened?
Give me a perception.
10. It's porn.
You just hear.
You gotta stay off those sites, man. They send you some real fucked up shit. So yeah, clear your history if you're like dying or something, if that's what you want.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said I can clear your history if you're dying. So you want. Okay, I'll clear it. I go to his history tab.
Repeat the end of that. You're lagging out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I go to his history tab on the computer.
Yeah, so as you go to the computer, let's say you hit like escape or enter or something to get off of this "You've been hacked" screen. Yeah, like the moment you hit a key, the whole thing starts glitching out, the words kind of disappear, and the whole screen just goes black, just a blip, like the monitor turns off. Wow. That's a great point in YouTube chat. From our good friend Improv and D&D. Mega failed the medicine, so you can use Revivify.
Exactly. I just squashed myself.
By the way, actually, have we prompted, if you want to use any of these things, I don't know how readable they are on the screen. They look fairly readable to me, but yeah, there's all sorts of different things if you have any desire to influence where the game's going. We've had some crazy edits in the past happen.
Yeah, if you want to kill them for me, that's an option. Or you can use it on something far more fun than, because frankly, I'll probably accidentally kill myself. But up to you.
So yeah, as you hit the button, you just hear like a as there's like a snap, a flash, the screen goes black. Like you kind of hear the spark go along the wire, and the whole monitor, the whole PC next to you just like shuts down under the desk, and suddenly like the lights flash above your head, and then whatever you can hear, kind of noises happening, like breakers flipping, all this stuff happening throughout the whole, just like in every direction around this room that you're in, basically. Like you hear the big generator next to you, like. And it just like stops moving, and you just hear all these like whirring, like of just general technical noises and things happening kind of in every direction. I hope those are coming through my my mic background noise reduction here. But yeah, that happens. Yeah, that happens.
Cool. So it just shuts off. There's not nothing happened to me.
Yeah, nothing happened to you. Things are mostly kind of back on. It's sort of, at least in this room, like the lights came back on and stuff like that. It looks like it was maybe just like a flip and a back on. Although you do get a generator next to you, like it's like starting back up. It's like the power flickered in a way.
Okay. I look at Weedle. Did anything change with him?
He's just waving big arms. You can give me an insight to read his arm waving.
What does that mean? Oh, nice. 18.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you can tell he definitely... He definitely was not expecting this to happen, and he probably wants you to investigate, restart things, make sure stuff is functioning, as that is his job. That's about all you can get from his arm waving. But he's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'll fix it. Man, do artificers have like tinkering spells? I can make a bunch of different gigantic cannons, but I don't really know if I could just fix some shit.
Stuff. Yeah, I don't know what skill set. I mean, I can give you advantage on things that are relevant to your skill set. So, yeah.
My proficiency is doubled with an ability check that you use to make if you have proficiency with a tool. So I assume with my tech know-how, I guess.
Yeah.
My god!
You get another call.
I answered. Oh wait, who's it from?
It's from Bill Me.
Oh.
Except in your responder, the name is like, I don't know. Captain
Dick.
Captain Dickhead Shit Pants.
Yeah. What's the off-brand SpongeBob?
Okay.
Yes. Oh my god, I have like a hammer. And I answer it. Hello?
Just a completely exasperated, where have you been, Zermy? These things are just in hectic. It's bedlam up here. Every single just calls. TV off. TV not working. Lights. Oh, internet's not working. Oh, can't connect to the show. Oh, things are happening. I've been trying to contact you for what feels like days now. It's probably only minutes, but it's things are not going well up here.
Has anybody shrunk?
Shrunk? Has anyone shrunk? No, but everything is off. Please, as quickly as you can, get Weedles up here, get him fixing things, tell him to do his thingies down there on the computer that he does.
Okay, absolutely. I'll be there in a second, God willing. And then I hang up. And then I go back to the computer. All right, let's fix out this thing. All right. Yeah, I go to the computer and try to fix it.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess you have to turn the computer on.
Use the PC to make it my little homunculus creature. That's something I can do.
Oh, that's kind of it's kind of hard to see what the options are. I see. That's good feedback. We'll make it better in the future.
Oh, good to know. Is that just our internet quality, maybe? I'm yours. That's not mine because I'm not uploading.
I think the text is fairly small, but
oh
yeah, on 1080. Yeah, you know.
We'll work on it.
We'll fix it. We'll make a nice. I'd say anything you want to happen in the game, we can leave that.
Honestly, we're done. You got a fun idea? Throw it our way.
Yeah, we can leave that. If you want to kill an NPC, if you want to, I'm trying to think of the types of things.
Encounter.
Yeah, random encounters.
NPC. I think I'm just listing off what I remember.
Force
vaguely.
One of us to do an accent. Oh, I guess really only the DM to do an accent.
I'm free.
Give the PC a legendary magic item or an NPC.
Enlarged reduce. Give me the.
Yeah, it's definitely a mechanic we're going to be experimenting a lot with, trying to get kind of just users throwing wrenches in, or like viewers throwing wrenches in the game and improving on the fly. I want to give Weedles. Let's see. DM accent. Okay. My favorite accent. It's my favorite accent. Oh, this will be good. Yeah, okay. So as you go to click on the kind of like PC there to get started with your fix-in work, you hit it and it flashes on, but this time it is this just eerie green, just like green coming out of all orifices of this computer. He does not, Weedles is definitely not the type of guy to deck out his PC with custom LEDs. Wait, it's a very angry freeze frame you're on. It's good, I like it. Or very like, okay, you're back. Oh, wait, you're not back.
I think this is just my thinking.
You just angrily think, that's okay. So yeah, you hit the button and just all green flashing out of all orifices of this definitely not decked out PC. And then the whole thing just explodes into pieces as these green like physical embodiments of just digital information like explode out on either side of the room and just form up. Yeah, no liquid cooling in the side of Weedles's PC.
Like sized or like my sized, or
it starts out as just this stream of like bits and like green weird like 2D things, like information moving through the air, exploding out on either side of the desk, just like tearing off the legs. The whole desk falls, the monitor tumbles over as these kind of, they start pooling in these two cloudy like oozes of numbers and just strange green text on the floors. And then, do you know Ben 10?
Oh, I love Ben 10.
Yeah, I think like upgrade almost.
Sorry, categories. What were you saying?
Think like Ben 10, or think like upgrade almost. Yeah, this like black and green pools kind of form on the ground of like techno babble, and then they start to rise up into these two shapes. One is like this brutish, big, almost still fairly humanoid, but just like large, blocky pool of what is this strange kind of information liquid. And then the other one rises up much more slender, long, thin, pointy limbs, a whole arm that ends in just a sharp edge coming back into the body. And then on both of their faces is just a big like green circle.
Right. What are
for
you
initiative.
oh, damn it. I have -1 to initiative, which is so unfortunate since I rolled 3.
You got a 2 total?
That's a beautiful little 2 right there.
That's tragic.
Do you want me to keep track of initiative, or you?
I can keep track.
All right. Yeah, I know we experimented with the PC doing initiative for a while. I liked doing initiative myself when I was DM.
Yeah, I think it's kind of easier to keep track of where we are in combat.
Especially because I'd like to forget.
Let's see where Weedles. What's his initiative?
I can make a cannon. I can Weedle. Good God! I hope. Do spells stay full size? That's the real.
That is the real question. Yeah.
Is he an artificer? I assume I would know.
Is he an artificer? Sure, he can be an artificer. You want to control him? Well, actually,
no.
He kind of has his own motivations of not getting squished. Okay.
He's on the table, right?
No, he's on your hand.
Oh, I thought I put him down.
I don't think so.
I would have. I wouldn't want to keep holding that guy.
You put him on the table? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't have been holding him.
Okay, the table, which has now just the PC exploded, the legs thrown off the table,
Yeah.
The table busted up and dropping to the ground.
There.
Give me a perception check.
My dice really likes a 3. So, why can't I remember where these are? I think it's 5 total.
We
Oh no, wait, no, it's 2. It's 2 again. Perception's -1. It's 2.
Yeah, okay, you just, in this explosion, and suddenly these pools rising up, you have no idea where Weedles went.
Right. Weedle. Hide. That's all I got.
Hide?
Hide. No,
Oh,
hide.
hide. I said hi. Yeah, so out rising from these pools are these 2 creatures, and they both talk just perfectly in unison. And they say, y'all will be exterminated. Get ready for the destruction of carbon-based life. And then the big one shoots its arm out, stretching, just like expanding out of its body, sort of like matter appearing from nowhere. It just shoots all the way out, no volume lost, and it just comes flying at your head. Let's see. Your AC is 13. Swing and a hit. Yeah, improv and D&D. Wait, what? What'd you say?
Does it make sense? It's not very high.
Yeah. Yeah, so this big let's roll for damage. This big just informational fist kind of like hits you, and it feels not like any other kind of physical matter. First it like explodes out and comes around your face, and then suddenly in an aftershock you feel kind of the force hitting you from all sides of where the liquid exploded, and you're like tossed backwards. Okay, and you take just 2 damage. It just kind of pops your head out a little bit, and then it retracts back into its body with like an elastic type of swing back in.
Ow. Alright. That felt unnecessary.
Surrender now, and your death will be swift.
What? No. Why would I? No, thank you. No.
Love the dramatic music. Full cinematic, like.
I'm getting none of that, but I feel it. So
Yeah, just feel it in the spirit.
Feel it in the bones. At the most inopportune time has D&D Beyond crashed. Oh no, it's back. Never mind. Wait, my hit point is 75, and my armor class is 16.
Where did you get these numbers before? It was still ahead.
Oh, I think I updated my sheet.
Are you keeping track of your health, by the way?
I mean, I am now.
This potato.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's not even your turn. What am I doing?
Yeah, no, I was like, I don't know what's happening.
I was just waiting for you to go, but yeah, sorry, okay.
I have 2. I'm 2, whatever that is.
Yeah, last. So the thin one now starts like launching towards you. It's skating across the ground, like it doesn't step with any type of actual force that seems to obey gravity. It just slides along the ground, shifting its feet back and forth, and then it just comes swinging down on you with this sharp blade of an arm, just its whole arm making like a straight sharp edge of numbers and bits here just floating in the air. That is another definite hit. Right. And it swings back, so it swings down on you, comes past you, it cuts through your arm a bit, and it swings back the other way and catches you in the back of the leg, hitting you twice, and that is 5 damage for you.
Ow.
Carbon-based life, you have been hacked.
What? Hacked.
Hacked.
He got hacked. I went country. What's that? He went. The default. He got hacked. I didn't get hacked.
It's your turn. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I would like to do like I guess an Arcana check to know if they're like magical, and like if they're tied to the computer. Like, is that the source of them? I guess is what I want to do.
Yeah, go for it.
Rolled a 3 like 3 times. Shit.
That's so sad.
Well, +7. That's...
Are you? No, you wouldn't have advantage on this roll probably.
Bill, help me out here. Or Weedle.
Weedles.
Weedle, give me advantage. Shout to help me.
Weedles does not shout to. If Weedles does shout to help you, you cannot hear Weedles shout to help you.
Little asshole.
Tiny asshole.
The tiniest of assholes.
Okay. Yeah, you can still give me a normal turn. I'll give you a freebie on the info gathering.
You thinking that with my 10?
I think I got a 3.
+7.
+7. What the heck? Dang. Okay, you're pretty good at it, huh? Yeah. The computer is like smashed to bits. So you figure, even though the computer was clearly the source of them, or at least like they came out of the computer, it is no longer vital to their existence.
Okay.
I would say, other than that, they feel pretty real. They feel like they're in the tangible world with you, considering they're kind of punching and chopping through you.
Good to know.
And you can feel just a little bit of warmth and the sting on the back of your leg and your shoulder from these cuts. Like the adrenaline's kicking in, but yeah, I mean, it's just you haven't been too badly wounded, so you can still feel the sting on them. And you're definitely bleeding.
Yeah. I grab like this little hexagonal, like this looks like overlap of a bunch of metal plates, like this dirty, grimy, grease covered metal, and I throw it onto the ground, and then like out pops like this big ol' ancient looking turret with like these little legs on it. That is all. That is my action. Don't really know. I think that's, yeah, it takes a full action, and it is a little cannon with an armor class of 18, and it is stronger than me. It does 3d6 damage, 3d8 damage. I think it acts on its own. I could be wrong. AC is 18. Hit points is 45.
Dang, that's pretty strong. I can toss it into the. I mean, you want to roll initiative for it? You can control it.
9.
Tragic.
So does it go before me, or is there someone else between?
It loops back around now to the large, chonky looking kind of digital golem here. So yeah, that one now just starts like splaying its arms kind of across the room. They just expand out and start slamming into the walls, and it just hurls itself off of the walls and comes flying towards you. So now you're getting pinned on either side by this thin, sharp-bladed arm one and this just massive one with these long, tendrily arms. And it just swings its arms down and goes for you. Okay, so it just like launches itself towards you, flails with its arms, smashes them down, completely misses you, just crushes the desk, all the remnants of it, smashes like half the PC that was lying here on the ground, and just like crashes into the wall and leaves these big cracks through the walls. But yeah, it just slams down on either side of you. That's its turn. Next, the thin one with the bladed arm will actually retreat away from you. Do you have attack of opportunity? I guess probably not, right? You're not melee.
I would. I have weapons.
Where did you put your turret, I guess? Does it go right next to you?
It can go... I forgot how far the range is. It just says within reach, so I guess 5 feet. Yeah, I throw it next to me.
Okay, so it doesn't leave your opportunity range then. It just turns to face this turret thing that you just threw down, and just kind of coils its whole body up. You see like ripples shoot through, and then it just launches forward into like a spear needle just like straight into the turret. Let's see. Yeah, so as it hits kind of the shell of the turret, it starts to like cool out and expand, rippling around, like coming in, suddenly turning into like these sharp blade needles and trying to pierce through any like hole in the turret's kind of dinky armor. But it just keeps sort of piercing off and isn't able to get inside. And so now it's just there, currently on the turret, actively trying to like pierce through the armor.
Ah, yeah, that's right. That thing's stronger than me. Nice try. Fucker.
For good measure. It's your turret's turn.
Yeah. Is the thing still inside of him?
It's on top of it. Hasn't managed to pierce through the armor at all, so it's really just on the surface level visage of the turret.
I'm gonna have my turret.
Your turret,
I guess light its.
I was gonna say it can get a huge boost to hit because it's literally like the enemy is point blanking it basically.
Yeah, it's going to. I don't know how it attacks.
It just exists.
I know how much damage it would do. I don't know how. Oh, it makes a dex saving throw of 15. The creature does.
Okay.
Or else it takes 3d8 damage.
Give it disadvantage. What was it? Saving throw what?
15. Dexterity.
Okay, fails.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, 18 points of damage.
Yeah, so your turret just, is there a flavor for how that happens, or?
I think he like purposefully fucks up on purpose. It's a flamethrower. It's like shooting oil like on top of itself or like whatever it is, and then just like
Yeah,
lighting itself.
This like thin needle, spiky like porcupine of whatever elite code comes and pierces one of the just external pipes that are on the outside of the turret, and oil just starts spewing into the air, and your turret just turns and just clicks a little lighter, and the oil just explodes out in fire all over the outside of the turret. Just as this oil is spewing out, there's just fire everywhere on the outside, and it just completely coats this sort of translucent amorphous block. And yeah, as it like starts recoiling from it and like pulling away like a symbiote type deal, it's just coated in this oil which is just burning all over it, and it's just getting like, it just can't even focus as it just like shoots out in every direction. There's like huge spikes coming out as it tries to get this oil off, but it's just slicked and on fire.
Yes, that's right, Jeffrey. Good boy. Good boy. And I am going to use on that exact. So it's the thing. It's still on him, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to use Thunder Wave on that same creature.
Okay.
So they make a con save of 15.
I like rolled on my desk. It rolled all the way up my keyboard and rolled all the way back down. It came like flying down. Yeah, okay. The creature's like recoiling, and you shoot this thunder wave, and it like sees it coming from a mile away. It turns towards it, preps for it, makes like a big shield out of its body, and then the thunder wave just hits it anyway and just like starts traveling through its whole body. How does that spell work?
If they fail to save, I roll 3d8 damage. And holy shit, that was very lucky. 22. 7 plus 7 plus 8.
Dang, I was like, math, is 8 times 3 that high? Yeah, okay, so it forms this big shield as like fire and oil is still stuck to it on all sides, and it like preps to catch your spell, but the electricity just pierces straight into it, and you see this like golden lightning bolts just traveling through it like so rapidly, just shooting between the different bits and like green text all throughout it. and it just starts rippling. You see like small ripples get bigger and bigger as the whole of the shield starts like undulating, and then it just explodes out, and just black sludge is thrown across the entire room. Like every corner is coated, and that thing is most certainly no longer moving.
You're up next, friend. Right point at the golem of code,
Which its turn now is. So it now will, let's see, it looks over at the now explodified fellow digital creature, kind of turns its head back at you, and then turns its head away again and just starts shooting its arms out across the room. So it shoots each like massive, and these are like big cylindrical tendrils, like the size of like a massive concrete or like steel pipe, things like that. They just like shoot unnaturally back, no shoulder blades, clearly just like back in both directions, and start expanding out into many different tendrils that just start grabbing all the electronics in the room. So they like grab the fuse box on the roof for the different light switches. It like shoots out and grabs a monitor that's on the side. It reaches for your trans communicator in your pocket. Make a dex saving throw.
What can I say? 13 plus 2, 15.
Okay, yeah, which you manage to essentially just like turn your waist away. And it can't manage to get into your pocket. It shoots at your turret. Is that the only tech you have on your body, or is there other stuff that it would target?
Tech.
It's like an active electricity running through it.
My toolbox, which probably has like a bunch of electric.
Okay, I'll group your whole toolbox into one. Make another dex saving throw for that.
Aha! Oh, wow. 13.
Okay, yeah, you manage to, wherever that is on your body, under your coat or some in a backpack, you turn away as the tendril comes flying at it without a whole ton of clear direction. Like they're kind of all over the room and they're not all directing. The AC on your turret is what again?
18. A whomping 18.
That is so high.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. It shoots this tendril at your turret, which just kind of slams into it and bounces back. But all the other electronics in the room are not so well defended. And you just see the monitor just goes black. You hear poof, 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 all over the room as electronics turn off. The lights in the ceiling go out. You're now in darkness, except for just a faint glowing light from just like the little LEDs at the sides of the room that are always kind of blinking as emergency lights. Yeah, as you see this creature start to just like start growing a little bit and shaking like really rapidly, like just vibrating incredibly quick, you can almost hear just like a zzz from it as it's doing this. That's its turn.
Thanks. My cannon is going to, God, the cannon was, it's gonna fire a normal shot. This time it has a +7 to hit.
It's so much better than you.
I know, yeah. Can I roll on D&D Beyond? I don't trust me to roll physical dice. Fine, fuck. Another 3! What is this? 10. There's a 10 hit.
Yeah, so it turns its cannon and points it at this just massive creature that's outstretched, tendrils grabbing all these different electronics. Perfectly still target, just standing there on the ground. This big hunk of black sludge and green binary code. And it just fires a shot that goes straight over its shoulder and just like slams into the ceiling, making a huge crack in the ceiling as dust crumbles down from above.
Jeffrey, focus. Focus up. Fine. I will. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I got. Ooh. Ooh. Can this be a bonus action? Damn it, it's not. Alright, Jeffrey, you served me well. and then I will detonate Jeffrey. Uh, and they need to make a dex save of 15 again.
Dude, what about you?
I mean, fine. On my action, I'll move a bit.
Okay. Yeah, you can scooch to the corner
Oh wait,
of the
fuck!
room.
It's within 60 feet. Oh no, wait, no. That's not the radius. That's yeah, it's a 20-foot radius. So I'll move 20 feet, and then I'll.
20 feet.
Oh wait, fuck! No, wait, bill me. Or no, we don't. Never
You
mind.
just blow up the whole room. My God, Jeffrey.
No, not do that. I cast Thunderwave again. So con save of 15.
We're getting some emojis in the chat for Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey. Now Jeffrey gets to live another day.
Jeffrey lives again. What was that again? Sorry, what's the save?
I'll cast DC 15 of con save.
Yeah, so the creature is standing there just perfectly still. You shoot this straight at it with your sniper shot aim, and it just lands directly in its chest and just starts rippling through its body. Roll for damage.
Yo, I'm rolling pretty dang hot. 18.
Ooh. Yeah, so you see each of the tendrils connected to the electronics are just like getting whipped around as the electricity ripples through them. Some of them are yanked straight off of the electronics, which promptly come back online and just sort of like go through that boot sequence, like blue screen, like whatever, booting back up on the monitor. So yeah, that's your turn.
Yeah, that's all I got. Don't have many actions.
Gotcha. Yeah, so this creature now, just in the kind of a blink of an eye, just ejecting. Oh, yay. Okay, awesome. The chat choices are now visible because the bigger screen. I think that's a great point. Mobile, it's hard to read on mobile. So yeah, we'll for sure clean that up. But yeah, just immediately ejecting from this thing's chest is just a giant black, with now just this green glow just comes flying out of it, just like a metal black core with this green glow, just like a rocket ejecting. I love your face. I can't, it's not paused, but you're just like perfectly like but yeah, just a rocket blast now charged with this electric energy comes flying out of its chest directly at you. Oh my God, that's such a good choice. Reveal a character's lore, and it's Jeffrey. Anyway, I'll let you do that in just a second. You are AC 16. Okay. Yeah. I mean, how do you get out of the way? This doesn't hit you, or how do you deflect it? What do you do with this? So this thing just
rock.
So like just its whole body kind of ripples, pulls back, charges up. It grabs electricity from all of these electronics it's connected to, and it just fires this black hard core. So very different from the rest of it, which is this like strange pooling liquid. This is just a solid metal core that's just been shot out, glowing green straight at you. It does not break your AC. So you deflect, you dodge, you
very quickly summon, ignore actual stuff, summon my magical, very thick rubber gloves, and I just like hold my hands up as they fully do not absorb electricity and deflect around me, as I don't move a muscle, or don't move my feet at all. Just do that.
Yeah, so it comes flying at you. You hold up your rubber gloves. So the solid core just hits the gloves and falls to the ground, and it kind of clinks on the ground. Maybe looks a little dented from the fall, and then the black pool that was its body just suddenly disintegrates, just completely drops out and starts moving back over to the core, like sliding along the ground towards it and forming back around it.
How big is it now? Is it still same size?
Now it's just this big pool of black on the ground, maybe 3 feet in either direction and only like half a foot tall. You can kind of still see the core in the center of it as it's forming around it.
Don't really have anything to restrain it, unfortunately. Oh well.
Turret's
Is it
turn.
mine? Is it-
Sorry, Jeffrey's turn. Who you can now, if you'd like.
I'll hold off till after the. Actually,
Hey, this might
Yeah,
be
I'll
Jeffrey's
have to-
final moments. This could be like a. What show
he's
is it?
stronger than me.
The Game of Thrones or Walking Dead, where like anytime a character gets like an episode explaining their backstory, you know for sure they're gonna die in the next one.
As Jeffrey. Wait, so this thing's still like it's still kicking, right?
Yeah, it's still kicking.
Okay, I say Jeffrey, go get him. He's gonna do his own attack, but then as I hold up, see, go into the.
You, for some reason, that whole whatever you just said for the last 10 seconds totally cut out.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me right now?
Yes. Death flags. I like it.
Okay. Let me know if you can't. Yeah, I hold my hand out, telling Jeffrey to go for it. It can move 5 feet on its turn. So it like wiggles. For sure, it's like a thick, like piratey looking cannon, but attached to it are these like more. Well, no, this is really ruining the whole Star Trek vibe. But attached to it is these better made like metal paws, like a fancy chair would have. Like it looks like an animal. Does that make sense? And then the front of the barrel of the cannon is like an open lion's mouth. So it's like that's the vibe. As it moves,
Jeffrey's so freaking cool. What the heck?
as it like moves forward 5 feet and takes aim at this creature, and as I see myself put Jeffrey into the line of danger, I immediately flash back to when I was like 12 and working on my first little tinkering time as I'm like in a shop like, oh mom, look at what I made, and it's me like playing with this little tiny version of Jeffrey, this little hand cannon type thing, and then just me flashing forward, going through the years of modifying him and fixing him. And then Jeffrey and I go through a rough patch where there's a time when he stops listening to me and he gets to be really angsty and he wants to go do his own thing. And now occasionally I will threaten to blow him up every once in a while. He doesn't listen to me, but it's a real, there's love there. For sure there's love.
That's where the relationship's at now. Yeah, we'll have to see if it develops anymore in the plot.
Yes, exactly. So there's still love. Yeah, Jeffrey's gonna fucking go on now.
Jeffrey is for sure Charmeleon. I agree. That's where he is right now. Also, yeah, he's definitely like coated in oil, like a little flickering fire still on his one pipe, still kind of gushing out.
Oh, for sure. And I will, if he ever crosses me, I will get rid of his flame. So he's gonna fire.
Rebooting. As
Jeffrey
pulls back together.
fire. And Jeffrey is going to. All right, I'm switching dice. What's up? Kid you not? I rolled another 3 on my other dice. I'm so upset.
Oh, I thought it was a nat 20. I was so excited.
No. This is worse than an apple. I'm so excited. I've rolled a 3. A lot. Fantastic. Jeffrey misses. Jeffrey, I will murder you. Don't cross me, Jeffrey. Don't be obstinate, Jeffrey.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna say every time Jeffrey misses, it's him not wanting. He's like a too powerful Pokemon, where he doesn't obey me all the time. For sure. This is Jeffrey just being a little asshole trying to get back in.
Interesting. Yeah, Jeffrey, like, you're like, fire, and he like turns his cannon, whatever, looks at you, turns back, just fires straight into the air.
Oh, now's the time for me, Jeffrey. Right now. Alright. I'll remember that.
Just like spins his cannon in a full 360, whatever.
We haven't sure.
And it's your turn.
Attacking Jeffrey. No, I will not. I have 2 weapon fighting, so I think I can, yes, attack twice. Oh, I can throw a weapon twice, and I have the ability to teleport items back to me.
The heck?
Oh, but also, everything's so weak though. So what's even the point? Why would I bother? No, screw it. No, fuck it. I'm just gonna. That's a sad thing about. That's a
Run
good
out
thing
of
about
spell
kids.
slots.
What?
Run out of spell slots.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What am I at? Oh fuck! This is my last spell slot.
What about kids?
Thunderwave. What?
What about kids? How many?
Oh, kids on brooms. I like kids on brooms is nice because you can just do flavor, like fun stuff. We should do one of those one day, one of these days.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I know I hated it so strongly, but in the moment, sounds good. So DC 15 con save.
Okay. Failed. Yeah.
See it.
You do a thunder boy?
Yeah, 15. Or actually, I could do just for flavor. I can do shatter. That's different, but the same. So it's a loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts on the creature of my choice.
Yeah. So you know, whatever, you stick your earplugs in, you pull up your construction headphones, noise canceling, whatever, but you don't warn Jeffrey about it. And yeah, you send this out directly onto the core of this digital sludge creature, and you see, of course, its whole body just starts like picking up, like when you if you've ever put like cornstarch and water, that mixture, on a speaker. Have you ever seen that? You know, imagine the bells ringing and Venom.
Yes, that's much
Yeah,
more.
so like you see just like whatever liquid things like ripping out of this sludge and kind of splattering everywhere, and the core is shaking just rapidly under this ringing, which you can't hear at all. It's quite lovely and quiet in here under your headphones. But part of the, like, one top of this cylindrical core just cracks off, and you see this glowing green light coming out of it. The cornstarch on the speaker thing? Yeah, look it up. It's good. It's great. But it's a fun experiment. Yeah, you see this glowing green light just protruding out now of what seems kind of like a thermos now, with like one end just completely just popped off, like flown across the room. As the cooling liquid starts to try to form back together and it's like struggling to get back around this core and protect it. It finally does cover it. How much damage do you do?
15.
Sheesh. That's 33 total. Yeah, it manages.
More if Jeffrey did his job.
What?
Would have been more if Jeffrey did his job.
Yeah, speaking of Jeffrey, I guess Jeffrey is like, the turret just starts spinning rapidly around as the ringing is pissing off his biosensors.
Yeah, not so fun, right? Maybe if you did your job.
And then, yeah, some good negative reinforcement there. And then the creature forms back together around the core and rises back up into this large body. And it's its turn. And this thing, sorry, I'll just, one note, is this thing is worse for wear. It's like barely holding its shape together. It's like keeps needing to ripple just to keep itself up. It's like almost falling over. One arm will like flop over and kind of like split into two tendrils, and one tendril will just kind of fall off into sludge on the ground, and it'll like wave itself up back together. But it almost looks a little like a wavy inflatable arm thing. It's just like swinging itself back and forth, trying to stay from just falling into a puddle on the ground. And it's kind of like short-circuiting, like the green is like flashing inside of it as a different binary in its face are like flickering off and on, getting dimmer. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so it does manage to, it shoots one arm out. It's like shoots out and then just falls on the ground and just kind of snakes along the ground in a pool to the other remains of the PC that were not smashed near you on the table. And it kind of hooks around it and starts like pulling energy out of the sizzled and definitely like smoking core of the computer that it exploded out of. and it starts to get up a little taller. The light seems to get a little stronger and stay, like it flickers and then comes back on. And the circle is now just like a solid green that's remaining there. And it kind of stands up a little taller and solidifies itself. It's no longer waving around. That is its turn.
Yeah. Do any of the computers look like they're on still?
In the room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so several of the ones, all the ones that it was holding when it shot its chest at you are completely fried. The other ones that it was knocked off of earlier are all, they've like rebooted and they're back online. They're just like waiting, sitting on the login screen, waiting there. Various monitors, different like PCs plugged into the walls that connect to different areas in the ship. Of course.
Can
What'd you say?
Can I answer my phone as a bonus action?
Yeah.
What?
Sorry. Trying to get my abs good here. Yeah, so familiar voice, you don't even need to check who's calling really to tell that it is Bill Me. What is this guy's accent?
Pompous British.
No, I know, yeah. He's like, Zermy, what are you doing? Please, we need you up here right now. It's a riot. They're banging on the doors. It's okay. There's just one customer, and he's at the door, and he's fairly angry. But please, the monitors, they're all offline. The ship, the food, the lights are flickering on and off. This is not how you run an establishment. They're going to leave us poor reviews on the Spectrum space liner. They're not going to return. They're gonna have my head for this. I am the customer satisfaction manager.
I'm working on it right now. Here's what you do. Drop your pants and then tell them that they shouldn't have seen that and that they're bad.
Zermy, what do you stop with these jokes? Roll me persuasion, I guess.
Oh my god, I hope now's the time to get a nat 20 of Nat 1.
Zermy, I am in no position to fire you, but I am going to be speaking with Weedles, and I am going to send I'm sending a report to HR myself. I know you didn't want to send one on the advantage. Oh shit. Improv and D&D is giving you advantage on it. I respect it. Go again. Try.
I wish I could do it on screen. Trust myself.
Yeah, box of doom.
Hey, 12 plus. What am I doing? Persuasion plus 0. My new stats have changed, and I got a plus 0.
Oh,
but better than a nat. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's not a nat 1.
Better than a nat 1. Okay, look, Zermy, I'm willing to overlook this all if you can just get your tush up here and get these electronics working for our customers, okay?
That is the goal. I'm currently killing the thing that's probably messing up the computers.
There's a thing. Do you need security? We can send the officers? Is that what
Honestly,
you need?
Yeah, that'd be great. They've actively, one of them broke Weedle's arm, and also he's tiny.
Weedles is a valuable one, but we cannot have arms being broken. I'll call him down right now. Where are you?
In his office.
Okay, I'm calling security down to Weedle's office. They'll be there momentarily.
Yeah, I appreciate it. If you're wondering why I've been acting so weird today, this is why.
Okay, keep up the good work, Zermy. Keep Weedle safe, okay? He's a...
I lost him, but I will try.
Okay, please find him. We need. He keeps this ship running.
He's literally 1/3 of an eyelash, one might say.
I don't understand these sayings from another cultural difference. It must be, but please just keep him safe and keep it. I should call them and get security there right away.
Sure, yeah, why not? Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Love you gets cut off by him hanging up.
Okay. That was a good long bonus action. I appreciate
Yeah, it's a pretty long bonus action.
All that. 4 seconds, and I'll spend the last 2 seconds. He look. Oh my god, he healed himself. I really ain't got much. Oh wait, Jeffrey's turn.
Yeah, it's Jeffrey's
Right?
turn. Wait. Jeffrey blow himself up?
No.
Oh, Jeffrey just fired his cannon. Yeah.
Yeah. He was fucking missing. Like a little asshole.
Yeah,
All
now
right,
he's been
Jeffrey, we're not
freaking
taking any
shell shocked by the audio.
Wait, what?
I was gonna say now he's had the bring ringing in his ears. His biosensors.
All right. You can't mess up Dex. I'm not to roll anything. Dex 15 save from your dude for some flame throwing.
I know,
Because
right?
I can't choose Jeffrey.
I'm on Jeffrey's side here. He didn't choose to. Oh no, he did choose to miss. I guess. Kinda. Sorta. Anyway, yeah, go ahead. What were you saying?
Dex 15 saving throw. DC 15.
Nat 1. You do double damage? Is that a crit?
I wish. I don't know. I've never heard of that, but I'll take it if you want to give it.
Yeah, Jeffrey can have his moment.
Come on, Jeffrey. Good job. That'll be. Oh hell yeah. Oh well, good thing it's doubled. It's okay. 22 total.
22 total.
Yeah, that's doubled from 11.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, this thing. What is Jeffrey doing? Just a cannon shot?
Full flame throwing at a distance this time.
Yeah, so Jeffrey, as Jeffrey does, just this now half open pipe, which is already just spewing oil all over Jeffrey and has been this whole fight. Jeffrey kind of like pinches with his inner mechanisms that pipe to make the oil like spray out in the long, like a large shooting stream. Like if you stick your thumb on a hose and the water starts to like shoot out, Jeffrey does that with the oil, like pushing the servos inside to make the oil shoot out with pressure and then just spark up. And then just flames go flying all over, just specks of oil and flames covering, literally head to toe, drenching this big binary blob here, as the whole thing just catches on fire and starts just like shrinking down, and it can barely even recoil as it's starting to like try to shoot a tentacle out, but just immediately like melts back down as it starts dripping and pooling onto the floor. And now on your turn, it's like mid melt, just like barely up the core, kind of like keeps peeking out as the liquid melts down off of it, then reforms around it.
Thank you, Jeffrey, for contributing. Much appreciated.
Jeffrey just spins his cannon around.
Freaking jerk. So he's still kicking. I will just shoot my crossbow. No, I only get to do that once. Gosh.
You can only shoot your crossbow. Oh, it's not double action?
No, if it's a melee. Oh, it says throwable. If I throw the full. No. Yeah, no, me doing first level Thunder Wave is still way stronger. Con save 15.
Con save oh, Thunder.
Thunder Wave for days. That's all I got. Use up all my spell slots.
Okay, yeah, as this creature is kind of like shrinking down, barely able to defend itself, you send this golden arc of lightning towards it as you've done before. But the lightning kind of just hits the oil, which has completely coated this creature, and just disperses through the oil around it. And so you see like the fire is like getting flicked out and spit up as your electricity pierces through the oil, but the creature below is kind of still just fairly just there, sort of innocuously melting under the heat. No damage.
No damage?
No damage.
Can I go up to it, just pick up the thing?
Oh, the core?
Yeah.
You have, is that, like, you're still in combat though?
Yeah.
You can like as an action, you can walk up and try to grab the core.
Can
Sure, yeah, okay.
I? I do.
Okay. Yeah, you walk over to this creature, which really can hardly defend itself. Make a unarmed strike check, a grappling check. I don't even know.
So just oppose athletics.
Athletics. Yeah, opposed athletics. Sure. Yeah, we'll
Plus
call it grapple.
13 plus 0.
Then got a nat 1.
Yay!
Yeah, so you yeah. You walk over to it and you grab the canister and you sort of you feel the flames kind of licking your arm and like around your rubber gloves. Sorry, they're keeping you quite safe. You just feel the heat of the fire around these thick rubber gloves that you have. As you just reach in and pull this core out, like you can feel it's like gummy or like, yeah, some sort of like sticky caramely substance as the black sludge tries to like hang on to it and it pulls away elastically, but then just snaps off, and you're left with just the core as there's just a now lifeless pool of this flaming sludge on the ground. And then you hear from the core just a initializing backup plan, and then like plans like as the green light in it starts to flicker and kind of just turns off. Make a dex saving throw.
10 total.
Okay, the canister now, lights shut off, just explodes literally in your hand right next to you, just blows up with green light. You're just in a moment, you are blinded and all you see is this bright, like gross neon lime green of like a computer, just like a gross whatever visually pleasing bare computer screen. And then kind of you're there for a second, everything's green, you feel a little weird, you feel a little funny, and you blink your eyes open and you look around. Give me a perception check.
11 plus 1.
11 plus 1. You realize now that where you are standing is, it seems like somebody took the room and they just like pulled everything out super far. They expanded the entire room. Like everything's so far away now, it's all massive. It got like, you know, they just grabbed it and they scaled up, and you were kind of left there as you were. So you feel the exact same, but you just look around and you see just this massive towering half broken leg of a table next to you. You look over and see like the gross, which you can now see all the like soot stains along it, the trim on the walls, just the metal trim and everything. You look up and just see a massive Jeffrey towering what looks like just stories upon stories in the air, like you can barely see the top of him. And then directly above you, you see a canister and shrapnel of it falling to the ground, directly above you. Combat is now over, but also please make me a dexterity saving throw to not get crushed by this giant canister above you.
Hey, 17.
Okay.
That's the time to do well.
Yeah. Oh, nice job. Let me switch our music. You deftly...
Do I blow something where it will immediately murder me?
Let's see. So, yeah, how do you get out of the way, or how do you stop it? It's up to you. I guess I made you make a dex saving throw. So, I can describe
yeah,
it.
I just jump right away. Nothing too.
Okay,
nothing
yeah,
too
you
hot.
just jump. You're all the way. Just little, what would have been just little pieces of metal scrap now are just massive, like car hood size, just like chunks of metal dropping on the ground. And then the main body of the canister that kind of got the side blown open comes and slams down onto the ground, and you can feel it ripple through your whole body like an earthquake for a second.
So the inside of the canister is whole still?
Yeah, the inside, it's basically a canister, and then there's this big blown open, like the metal's coming out like a flower shape where it was pierced open by this explosion.
How big is it?
It's probably the size of like a tractor trailer compared to you.
A tractor trailer is the level of specificity that you give me. I don't know what that looks like, or I don't
Wait,
know.
tractor trailer? That's what you call an 18-wheeler.
That's not at all what a tractor. I was picturing like a farm equipment tractor.
No, tractor trailer is a name for an 18-wheeler.
Were you northeast person?
Sorry if that's not commonly used lingo.
We Southerners don't. You call them trailers.
I am the size of a tractor trailer.
We call them 18-wheelers. That's it.
There is no voice from the canister anymore, though.
Sorry, what'd you say?
There was no voice from the canister, just by the way. The last you heard was initializing backup plan.
How much would it fuck with your everything if I infused it with like a living homunculus? So it's like a living.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Man, if I could only find that action. I know I have it. Whatever. Give me. I look around for
what?
Weedle.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
14 plus 0.
14
plus 1. 15.
Hey, okay. Yeah, so you look around and you see just a battlefield of a room. There is like huge, massive, stories tall inferno next to you of just massive oil spill, just like that has gone up in this like hellfire. You can almost feel the heat, even though you feel like you're probably like 200 meters away. But just massive fire. You look around, you see soot, you see broken metal parts lying all over the ground, just pools of this weird black sludge, which up close actually is very strange. You can almost see straight through it. It's like it's not really matter that's even there. It's not like you'd expect like tar that you work with or other black concrete. It's like you can sort of, it's a bit translucent. Let's see. Yeah, you see, oh, so over there, way over to your side, there's a big foot of the table that got blown off, and so it's just half a table there standing, half a table leg standing there. And let's see. What did you get for perception? 15? As you kind of peer up around the table to look where Weedle was, you keep looking higher until on the ceiling, just like across the top where you, I don't know, the fire and the battle hadn't made it all the way up there. There's a couple dents from where the table hit, but you just see this red splotch, not too large in size, but just kind of red spread out in this like splatted pattern, as if someone put some paints on their hand and threw them at a thing, next to some of the dent marks of where the shards of the table were flung into the ceiling.
Shit, how high is it? Because I still have 1 3rd-level spell.
That's like a skyscraper.
Oh, I have the spell fly too.
Hmm?
Sorry, I have the spell fly as well. Sorry, what did you say?
It's like almost like a skyscraper tall above you. You have, it's good eyesight.
Right. If I took a nap here, I could for sure heal him. I also only have a minute, and math says I probably wouldn't make it. Well, Weedle, rest in peace. I'm taking your job. Yeah, I can't get up there, right?
You can maybe get up there. You can roll.
Well, I wouldn't. I only have 1 spell slot left, and I can fly or I can revivify. I can't do both. And even if I revivify him from up there, he'd still just like fall to his death. So
What do you
terminal
need?
velocity.
What do you need to revivify?
I don't know, like a fucking diamond, but
No. Like what? You just have to see him. You have to touch him.
Target creature that has died within the last minute. That's all it says. It doesn't give it range. Oh, touch. Never mind. It does. It says touch.
Yeah, you could try to find some remains of him.
Like a little flick that fell off. All right, can I look
Does that
around?
count? I don't know if that counts.
For sure, no. I'll leave it up to you.
You can try.
What am I doing? Insight or like Arcana to see if I can cast it that far up?
No, it's touch. You'd have to. It's like an investigation or perception. Probably investigation.
But what if my Arcana is so high? Oh shit! But I'm so good that I cannot have to touch somebody.
I'm gonna have to veto that.
What am I doing? Investigating. All right. Fuck that dice. 9 plus 3, 12.
Yeah, you like look around at some of the chunks of the table sitting around, and you see maybe what could be a burnt edge, or maybe like a little bit of splatted Weedles on it, and you can't really tell. It's kind of across the room, and you think, oh, he was on the table, maybe. That's about all you can get out of it.
All right, Weedle, it's worth a shot. Unless it's not. Do I waste a spell slot on you?
So you want to head over?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so as you're walking over there, suddenly, all around you is this bright blue-white light, like right in your face. It's just like a huge wall of light all of a sudden. Oh, by the way, I don't know, Jeffrey's just kind of there. He's hanging out. I think, do you have a magical connection to him?
Probably.
Yeah, I figured he like pointed his cannon down at you to look at you.
Don't fucking do it. I will still detonate you.
He like spins his little cannon around.
Yeah, well.
Moves his little claw legs over to you.
I can retract him. If I retract him, will he be my size?
Only an Arcana check can find out.
Well, first I'll do.
Yeah, so you're walking over to Dear Weedles here.
Smudge of Weedle.
It's like, yeah, you're walking over to Splat, Weedle Splat, and suddenly just a full wall of white light appears in front of your eyes. It is totally blinding. And then as you kind of blink, adjust, look back over, you see just these towering creatures standing impossibly tall and impossibly wide. You just, in front of you, you just see big black rubber boots. And then it goes up into a very familiar blue security outfit, blue trousers with all sorts of pockets and little latches and different areas that can be clipped and unclipped to hold ammunition and tools and medicine. And then these big black vests with, you know, like padding to protect them from weaponry. And then these like solid Kevlar hardened plastic black masks with like totally opaque black shield masks. And those are the 3 massive security officers you see who have just transported into this room.
Yikes. Well, I'll wait for a bit before I get their attention. Word of operations, get Weedle, get Jeffrey, get their attention. All right. I walk around their massive feet to go find Weedle.
Yeah, so they immediately spring to action. And all 3 of them kind of jump into a battle position, whatever, weapons ready, and start looking around the room and like stepping around, looking 360. I think that's going to be on you to get out of their way because they have no idea that you're there. So make me a dex saving throw or some other action if you want to make a quickened action.
I got nothing. 7 plus 2 for the deck save, and if that fails, I'll throw up a shield.
Yes, that does fail as a boot kind of comes flying towards you at Mach speed.
Throw up shield, so that'll make my AC 21. How we're not doing that. It just auto murders me.
Yeah, the shield doesn't do anything, so this boot comes flying at you.
I die right here, right now.
No, I think you're fairly lucky. I mean, we'll have to see from the roll.
And apparently not. Just got stomped on.
Okay, yeah, you take 11 damage as the security officer kind of slides his Mach speed boot. Exactly. This boot comes flying across the ground, and he stops in front of you, but he just kind of, his boot slides a little bit as he preps himself on the ground and slides his foot back. And so that's what hits you, not this boot stomping down or the step or anything, just this already stomped boot just sliding a little on the ground as he kind of scoots his foot and leans into it. And that just little bump just in an instant like shoots towards you and hits you and sends you flying backwards.
So what's he doing?
They're just stepping. He's just turning in a circle.
Oh,
but he just kind of stepped and slid his foot back as he prepped, holding his weapon up in front of his mask.
Okay. Did he conveniently kick me closer towards Weedle?
Away. Back towards the corner of the room, and Weedle is a little more towards the middle by the table.
God damn it. I run towards Weedle. Actually, no. I cast cantrip dancing lights in the far corner of the room to distract them so that I can move so they're not my freaking way.
Yeah. Okay. That just goes?
Yeah, cantrip.
Yeah, so initially after that boot thing happens, one of them turns towards you as you start moving immediately and holds up his whatever, like let's say just a light SMG. Yeah, he looks straight at you through the sights of his SMG, and then you cast the cantrip. The other two are just looking around still, and then all three of them turn over to look at it, kind of prep themselves, battle ready positions, and you just hear one of them shout out, formation C7 through the mask as they kind of all just like prep out. One of them like quickly throws up a deployable portable shield and leans behind it. Yeah, they're just looking at your... No. They're looking at these very small lights that you made.
Okay. Tiny sprinting towards the body.
Yeah. Let's see how long you distract them for. Yeah, okay, you got some time.
I'll keep making them if I have to. They last for a full minute, so I don't know how far I can get. But I mean, I'll cast it again as many times.
You don't need to cast it again right now. I guess it's a cantrip, so you can just go wild with it. Let's just, it's up as long as...
I'm like moving it back and forth to get to it every once in a while.
Yeah, okay, sure. Those are some exceptionally high rolls.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
No comment. Yeah, so you're booking it over to this potentially Weedles on the table. I'll say you're distracted making this cantrip happen for a while. Yeah, so you're running over. They're distracted for at least a turn, and you run there. Another turn as you continue running. Let's say you've covered half the distance to it now.
So far. Oh my god.
All right, you move the flashing lights yet again, and they are just kind of back and forth as you move it one way. They're like a dog or a cat watching a laser pointer. They're just like sitting there. What?
They're idiots.
And they just, the one behind cover like drops down behind the cover, peeks out to the side, goes back down, peeks out to the other side.
it would have.
They like the one who saw you before like starts to turn over just to double check, and then you just flick the cantrip again. He just looks back over, whatever, readies himself against it, and you make it all the way to the table, fairly uneventfully.
All right, I go like lean up against this whatever that I see the red smudge on. It's like, all right, Weedle, you had a long run. You don't deserve to die like that, though, from a computer exploding. That seems unfair. So I'll give you the option to revivify and come back. And by option, I mean I'll do. If it works, you owe me 300 gold. All right. And I can't. This is expensive. This ain't cheap. And I cast revivify on the bloody smudge.
Yeah. So you do, as you get close, you identify. It looks like it's a little bit wet, so. You know, maybe it's some internal liquids from the PC that exploded, but it could definitely well be human blood. Or
don't like this.
Dwarf blood. So you go for Revivify. How does that work?
I don't know. I touched this in terms of what it says, or in terms of flavor.
In terms of what it says. In terms.
Oh, 1 minute, please.
Like let's let you revive.
You touch a creature that's died in the last minute. That creature returns to life with 1 HP. This spell can't return to life a creature that's died of old age, nor can it restore any missing body parts. But hey, it's D&D. We can do whatever the fuck we want, right, James? Just give me my guy. No issues.
Is there any roll at all?
No.
The heck?
You can make me do an arc. I mean, it costs the 300 gold.
Make me perception.
Hey. 17.
That's pretty good. Yeah, so you reach your hand out to bring Weedles back, no body parts restored. Now, you reach out to this potentially bloody smudge on the table as the guards, you know, you left your cantrip up and they're probably starting to wisen up to it. But you reach out and touch this, close your eyes, through your rubber gloves comes the magical revivification, and you see just these binary kind of zeros and ones green from just all around, like flying over your shoulders, kind of seemingly coming out of nowhere, just forming this body of Weedles back up in front of your very eyes with his perfect long red braided hair and his long beard, his yellow jumpsuit, everything kind of perfectly together, no harm done to him, forming back together as these as this like essentially binary information weaves through the air. And then in front of you is just the ever so slightly translucent with these like green whatever 0 and 1 markings all over him standing in front of you.
Hey, I healed your arm. And brought you back to life, but hey, you owe me 300 gold. To start. How are you feeling?
What does Weedles sound like?
All I heard is squeaks.
Right, all you ever heard was squeaking. All you heard was squeak. And I was like, what is this guy's voice? What is his accent? Oh, what the hell is going on there, boy? What in the...
Beautiful.
What happened? Last thing I remember, I was on that desk there, and
yeah, they blew you up. So, and then I revived you.
They
with a diamond.
blew me. Who blew me up? We got a terrorist situation down in here?
No, what was that porn that you were looking at on your computer? What brought the virus?
Oh, Zerm, what are you talking about? What porn?
I didn't get to look at your history actually to confirm it, but
there was nothing. There was just a internal email from Spectrum Space, and I clicked on it. I clicked the link, and the next thing we know, here we are, and everything's going haywire, and I'm just a little peewee weedle.
Right.
And then you come in, and you're big, and oh my arm, oh my arm seems fine actually.
You're welcome. Yeah.
How'd that happen again? That was you.
You owe me 300 gold or 300 cryptocurrency.
Oh, 300 tokens. Oh. I mean, that's a lot, but I appreciate you bringing me back. Could you make me big, though?
I have no clue how to do that. I was hoping you would know. But apparently, which makes sense.
Roll perception. Thank you for the voice compliments. Flattered.
This is very good. 13.
13. Okay, yeah, so you can see Weedles is clearly more resembling kind of, especially when you were down on this scale, when you looked at that black sludge, more resembles that type of matter where like you can kind of see through him a little bit. There's like, seems to be strange weaving binary bits moving through him. That's about all I can see. He doesn't look, even like when you were looking at him in your hand, he just looked like a normal tiny person, but
weird. Can I do like an Arcana check to know if it's my spell that did this, or is he now like one with
go for it.
What? 3 plus 7.
10. Okay, you have literally zero idea if this had anything to do with what you did, and you're like looking down, trying to see from where the spell came out of your rubber gloves. You peel off one of these rubber gloves to like look and see, and your own hand even has a little bit of this translucentness, and it kind of looks like there are some like digits inside of what you're seeing.
Digits inside of my digits?
Digits in your digits.
Hell yeah.
Whoa, you'd better get that checked out there. Boy, that looks a little... Are you one of them? And he says, pulling a wrench out of his...
Look at your fucking arm. Look at your arm. Down. It's both of us.
What do you mean it's both? Oh no. Boy, what'd they do to us?
Unclear. Alright, cool. Can I do an Arcana check to know if I can shrink Jeffrey?
If you can what, Jeffrey?
Shrink him. Or like, if I bring him back, will he shrink or will he still be like fucking gigantic?
Yeah, go for it. Your
voice
voice
is
cutting out a tiny bit. Whatever you did to fix it before was good, but now it's a little muffled as well.
I've done nothing to... I didn't do anything to fix it.
Okay.
17 plus 7. My first, like, above 20 roll. Hell yeah, 24.
Yeah,
feels
so...
good. That's such a lame thing to find out, but feels good.
Through your arcanic connection to Jeffrey, you can tell that he is not currently under the effect of whatever is happening to you right now. So he looks perfectly matterful up there. He looks like he exists in the normal world. He's not shrunken or anything. Potentially casting a spell on him could spread whatever has been spread to you and Weedles to him. But you could do it. You definitely feel like you have that Arcana connection to him.
What do you mean spell? Like if I were to like withdraw him like I usually can?
Yeah, if you were to do a magical connection with him, you could spread this affliction to him.
Do I give Jeffrey a disease? Disease. I was in the prompts. Disease. Oh my god. What was it? Disease, Tiny, and Star Trek? Man, nice job. Good job with that. That's all. Sorry. All right, good to know. Yeah, we're fucked.
Hello, so yeah, what's going? let me think through. I like to engineering problems. I like to tackle them one step at a time. So I was on my thing. I'm pretty sure it was.
Who sent you the email?
Who sent me the email? I don't know. It said, let me see. As he struggles to remember, it was a Spectrum. It said it was internal Spectrum. I don't read the senders. Okay, I just saw it said important, big bold. It said must act now, and I clicked it, and it was from Spectrum, and so I hit the link in it, and okay.
This seems easily preventable. All right. You're a brilliant person. We really need to give you a crash course.
If I get an email from the boss, then I'm gonna click it, and I'm gonna, if he says
the boss is
it said Spectrum in it. We're Spectrum.
We're very clickbaity too. We're usually when they do
What's clickbaity?
like, link to porn. You said is like click now. That's clickbaity.
Well, it's just he was trying to tell me that it was urgent. It's the boss. He needed something done quick.
All right, I think I'm gonna get these guards' attention. That might kill us, but hey, what do you think? Any input? Any thoughts? Should we get their attention? If we don't get their attention, help. I don't think I'll get out. This is gonna take us forever. The ship's huge on its own.
Last time we got I got someone big's attention. You broke my arm, and then the robot, the computer exploded, and then I woke up here.
Right, but now we have the device. Now we have the source. I guess. Actually, yeah. How about I'm gonna guess magical tinker on the fuck, I gotta find it. Like 5 million hours while I look for. Oh no, I'm gonna infuse the item and make it a homunculus. So it's gonna be a gigantic fucking creature that's like friendly to me, and is my homie, and is sentient and does what I want. Yeah, homunculus servant. You learn intricate methods for magically creating a special homunculus to serve you. The item you infuse serves as the creature's heart, around which the creature's body instantly forms. That's right. I'm fucking you on this, James. I'm gonna infuse the item. It's friendly to you and obeys your commands. I'm gonna ask him all the secrets of what it is.
Also, your phone. I guess as you're walking over to infuse it, because can you do it from a distance?
I assume I have to like tinker.
Okay, yeah, you're walking back over towards this, which is another like 4 turns of walking. Back out in a triangle from where you are, as Weedles is stoutly walking behind you. He's even again small compared to you even at this size, which is kind of nice. It's reassuring that there's someone here smaller than you, at your tiny size.
Yeah, sure.
He's just like, yeah, we don't need their attention anyway. We can handle this. They're just they're just the meatheads who handle the dangers.
Yeah, they've been staring at that light for literally minutes as it's moving. That's
yeah. So speaking of, they have stopped looking at the lights. They're just looking around the room carefully. Actually, one of them is just staring straight into the lights. He's like dropped his gun and everything. He's just like totally hypnotized by it. But the rest of them are now peering around the room, like looking, feeling some of the like the monitor that's booting back on, like that type of stuff. Like don't look like how they usually should. Checking the lights, which are whatever got broken. And then you hear a from your back pocket.
I answer it.
Yeah, so you pull out what seems to you like a perfectly normal sized receiver, pick it up, and you hear, because this is definitely how waves work, how radio waves work. You hear from the other side. Is that how radio waves work? No. You hear from the other side a familiar voice. Whew. Gotta get into my Bill Me character. Zermy, this is the last straw. If you play one more prank on me, I sent the officers down there. They said the place is destroyed and no one is there. Where are you and what is going on?
Okay, critical thinking. The place looks like it's been destroyed. And I said there was an attack in here.
Yes, but what have you done? What did you do with this?
Killed a creature that almost killed. Listen, look, alright, here's Weedle. Listen, Weedle, please tell him that we've been shrunk and this isn't right. I put on speaker.
Hello? Who am I talking to?
It's Captain Dick.
This is me. It is Bill Me. I am here. I am, as you know, we communicate sometimes. I am head of Deck 3. I am the volunteer customer satisfaction manager specialist. It is my opportunity.
You volunteer? You're paid?
Yeah, what the? They don't pay you for that? Look, I am customer obsessed. It is simply what I do. It is important to me that the customers have the best experience, not just on Deck 3, but on all decks, on all spaces on this ship.
I'm actually a member with Spectrum, tragically. So if you would like to please this customer, you could listen to me.
Zermy, enough with your jokes. You work for it doesn't, you are maybe a customer, but you work for us. We give you free lodging. You are not under the purview. You would be the employee, the volunteer employee satisfaction specialist. Sadly, that role is unfilled right now, but I'm sure at some point soon it will be. Yeah, I could use employees, but I don't like being shrunk on the job. Can you make this? Why'd they send me that link? I have no idea what either of you are talking about. Please just explain to me what is happening so we can get the telecoms working for all the rooms. And the lights keep flickering.
Oh my god. Okay, I don't entirely know. There's an item here that is probably the source of the troubles, and it shrunk both of us. And frankly, it's been spreading. It spread to me from, I don't really know how I got it.
Spreading?
From the item, I think.
What do you mean spreading?
Like one person can get it, and then another person can get it.
Are you telling me that there is a disease on this cruise? That does not bode well for my position, for Spectrum's publicity. We cannot have a disease. You need to get this under control, Zermy. Weedles, I'm putting you in charge on this. You are heading this operation, and you are going to handle this and make sure whatever type of, techno disease is handled, all right?
Okay, we're shrunk. We've been shrunken. We're tiny.
Yeah,
and,
I don't know. Zermy, you can do the talking. You handle, you gotta bill me, but Zermy, like you're taking,
Okay, yeah, we're tiny now, so we can't really do much. So any assistance from a full-size person who won't kill us or crush us would be great. Your guards are stupid. They've been looking in a corner this entire time.
Wait, what do you mean by normal sized? As if you are somehow contrasting something that is not normal sized.
I told you earlier we were 1/3 the size of an eyelash.
You're minuscule.
Yes.
And how did the virus, the disease did this?
Maybe, probably, yeah.
Oh, well, do you have the cure? Do you know, is it contagious? Clearly it is if it's spread to both of you. Can we put you in quarantine? Can we stick the guards in there in quarantine with you and just, we can leave this, we can stop at a dock, some doctors can come on, they can handle this.
I need to be taken to whoever sent that email. I need to have.
I have no idea what email you were talking.
Well, then I need you to come in here and look at the computer.
Look, I know nothing about computers. Is why you have Weedles there with you. You're Zermi, you're quite good. I always call you to handle our technical problems. And in room 3309, you handled that excellently. I trust in you that you can get this done.
I can go inside of your ear and tell you what to do.
I would not like that at all. That sounds extremely unpleasant. You have 3 security officers down there. Do you want me to add them to this conference call?
Actually, yeah, that'd be great, actually.
Okay, sure. I'll dial them in. Beep, beep, beep. Oop, wrong number. Beep, beep, beep. And you hear from in the room, like far across, I go. And security guard pulls out their whatever transceiver, hits accept, hits speaker, as his other arm still holding his gun up, looking around. Have they already talked? No, they have not already talked.
I think they like shouted something. It was like or mask.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was muffled through a mask. This is a different one from the one who shouted. This is the one who was previously just staring up at the lights, totally transfixed, has now snapped out of it, and is there on the telecommunicator, letting it kind of blast out to the room. Let's see. Yes, sir. What is it that you need? All right, so we have now, and so you're hearing his voice echoing, one from across the room and one from the communicator right in front of you. So we have on the line with both of us, it is a Jeremy and a Weedles from the technical IT departments, and then, all right, and where are they? Do they know what happened in this room? Yes, that is actually, if you would like to explain yourselves, Weedles, Jeremy, if you could, they're actually in this room with you right now. It's quite an interesting story, but we really need to get this sorted. By the way, do not let anyone in and do not leave. You are all under official quarantine, and stay in that room.
Sir,
You're very quiet. You are cutting out.
My voice better.
For some reason, the thingy just wonked out. Wonko Supreme.
Switch to different audio. Wonko Supreme, that's good.
Is that any better?
Oh yeah, a lot better. Oh my god.
Right, perfect. Sir, please preface.
Yeah, I don't know how Sergio's audio got so weird, but.
Sorry. Also, my video is gonna go weird for like 30 seconds. 1 sec. I'll be right. I'm still here. I'll be talking. Sir, I don't entirely know. Maybe you should preface with this sounds insanely batshit, but you still kind of need to trust me on this. Maybe tell your guards that before. Does that sound fair?
Yes. Okay. So this may seem insanely batshit. Yes, sir. We heard what he said. We're all on the same conference call. So if you could, yes. So I believe the Mr. Zermi and Weedles, they are tiny and they are there in the room with you. I don't know if you can. Are you invisible? Are the two of you invisible, or are you just?
We are very visible. One of you, I don't know which one it was, pointed your gun at us earlier. So if you could do the same and look at us but not shoot us, that would be delightful.
Oh yeah, that was me. I saw something moving over there.
Yeah, we're kind of tiny.
What? Something moving? Where's where's that?
I do the dazzling lights like right above me and then lower it down on top of where we are.
Okay, no need for perception check then. they all three now kind of transfixed on you. Two of them have their guns held pointing at you. They're like looking at you through the reticle.
If you fire, I'll fucking kill all of you.
Yeah, but come on, boys, drop your guns. Put them down. And they all lower their weapons. Sorry about that. Was it Weedles?
That's Weedles. I'm Zermy. Hi.
And Weedles does his big wave that he did when you were trying to see him.
Don't touch us. As gentle as you may be, you'll destroy our bodies completely and utterly. And then I'll have Jeffrey murder you.
That's... Oh, no, please do not. That sounds like several reports to HR that I do not want to handle.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you all want to sort this out, I have many angry customers banging on the door. I can just leave this call and dip out. Is there anything else you need from me?
I guess not.
Okay.
Not yet. I'll call you back if there is.
Okay, so yeah, if that's all satisfactory, then I hope best of luck with this, and please get this fixed as quickly as possible. Let me know.
Yeah, you've been a great customer helper. Good job.
Oh, thank you. All right, ta-ta. Hangs up.
So I guess I'm still like on the phone call with these guards.
Yeah. So where are we going from here?
Can you do me the biggest favor? Grab a sheet of paper and just slide it, or like put on the ground. We'll get on top. Then you take us over to the desk. Does that sound fine?
Yeah, I can handle that. Let me go find
So
something.
nobody fucking touch that thing on the ground. Nobody touch that green glowing thing.
Which that one over there? Pointing to
Are you pointing at the right?
Yeah, pointing at the canister on the ground.
Yeah, that thing.
All right, you heard him. Nobody touch it. And then one of them is like looking around the room trying to find some paper. Okay, this is the first one I found. He's like pulling drawers out of the walls, swinging open like cabinets. And he pulls open one like vertical cabinet that like slides, like a long, tall thing that slides out of the wall. He like reaches in and pulls out a sheet of paper. Like this type of thing you're looking for?
Paper? Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And just right here.
Yeah, just on the ground. We're gonna get on it. You're gonna very slowly pick it up.
Okay, sure. Just hop right on whenever you're ready.
All right.
He just sets the paper down next to you. You feel like a whoosh from the wind pressure that is blown out from under the paper as it's placed down.
Awesome. I get on. Also, I just realized that we have Honey, I Shrunk the Kids as one of the options.
Oops.
That is all.
Yeah, let's see. So I'm just gonna pick you up now. Is that how we're doing this?
Yes, please. Slowly, gently, and hand at the front to prevent, like wind.
Yeah,
from
please.
hitting
So the last time this happened to me, my arm got twisted all wrong, and the bone was sticking out. So if you could just be real careful, please.
Yeah, we're rather soft.
Okay, I'll be real careful as I can. Stu, do you want to be the one doing this? You got much more steady hands than I do. If you wanna take this one on. Yes, I do believe I could be the one to handle this. And Stu, who hasn't said anything until now, walks over. So hello, little friends. How are you doing?
Carol, just pick us up, please.
Okay, as they call me Stu Steady Fingers, so I'm going to just...
That's disgusting.
I'm going to just pick you up. It's just steady because I'm the best shot in the academy, so I'm also half Russian, half French.
The perfect accent.
Stu Steady Fingers, half Russian, half French, will now try to pick you up. This sheet of paper. Okay. Yeah, so he like wiggles his fingers, slowly slides them up under the edges of the paper, getting each corner, sliding his hands, getting them wrapped out from under, then starts picking it up, and so suddenly the floor below you is kind of like caving as either side of the paper lifts higher, and you're in like this valley, which at your size feels like this like huge, like suddenly the sides come way up, and you're just in like this ramp, basically like you're at the bottom of a massive half pipe, as you kind of feel like on both sides the walls going up, as you're lifted higher and higher into the air, and you can feel each kind of like tiniest like heartbeat as his pulse kind of, you can feel his slightly move the paper. But other than that, you're up at basically head level now with the 3 guards. What did I tell you? Stu, steady fingers.
Don't call yourself that. Yeah, please set us down in front of the computer, and then one of you, yeah, steady fingers. You can do the computer stuff.
Who's gonna tell him? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that computer over there, buddy, that looks pretty fried to me.
Oh, fucking shit. Do you have like? Oh, hey.
I mean, I could maybe fix something I got at this size, but I can pretty much fix anything around
Well,
here.
no, do you have your phone on you? It probably also got sent to your phone.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
I got something around. I'm sure I can find.
Wait, is this gonna make you even smaller?
It's like you holding a tiny Weedles in your hand. You're being held by the whole universe. You never know which scale you're on. It's just goes forever.
Exactly.
He's gonna be so small he'll just start phasing through the matter and just
Just like Ant-Man into the whatever quantum realm is shrinking.
But now you're just giving me ideas for how to end it.
Quantum realm. Yeah, you have the email on your phone?
I'm doing this character's voice. All right.
My voice has just been every time.
Yeah, I'm sure I got it somewhere here on me. I mean, it must be. He starts like flicking open all these, like undoing little buttons and pulling things open. Pulling like wrenches and nuts and bolts. There's some wires. There's like half of an Ethernet cord. There's like all these weird connectors, like Ethernet to HDMI, and just like all these weird connections. Whatever. As he's pulling all these things out, and then he like lifts up his arm. There's like a pocket on the underside of his jumpsuit, and he pulls it open, and then pulls out his very small, it's just like a little square, and the screen is like the tiniest rectangle, and there's just a big keyboard. There's just like a big square with a keyboard on it and a tiny little screen that can read like one line of text at a time. He's like, oh well, yeah, I found it. Here it is. If you wanna use it, this thing.
Yeah, models are pretty bad. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go. Well, you find it. You go to your email and pull up that email again, and I stand back like 5 feet.
Okay, just 1 second. Let me I gotta navigate to the yeah. So it takes it because I gotta wait for the text to go. I gotta click through each app.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't know if I'm on the right one. Yeah, because I can only see one line at a time. So, and then let's see. So Stu steady fingers is holding strong. It's like perfectly steady, like you can barely feel thing. But
well, you can put us on the table. Are we just been in the air?
Yeah, he's just been holding you up here.
It's fucking dangerous. No, put us on the ground.
On the ground.
On the table. Ground.
The table was completely destroyed when the computer exploded and splattered Weedles.
Yeah, alright. Whatever. Do what you're gonna do to us.
So now reeling back for a sneeze,
You're fucking... No.
Yes, he's fucking...
I cast I cast anti-sneeze.
No, so Stu is like focused, laser, dead on, just holding you, total focus, very, very steady. But the other guy, William, very standard name guards, you know.
I cast Thunderwave on the guard to literally shock him out of sneezing.
So yeah, so William, who is a guy who talks kind of like this. You sure that'll be okay? So yeah, he's like, it's feeling like I got a sneeze coming on.
Do it.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to sneeze. He lets you know he has a sneeze coming on.
Thunderwave on his jugular.
It's just his roll, right?
Yeah, DC 15 con.
Does your size affect this? I'll make damage, not chance to hit, because con especially. Well, actually, it's totally scaled to. I mean, you can hit him.
Good, that's all that matters. I don't care how much damage I do, but I guess I roll still.
Yeah. And we're
just
gonna
4.
divide it by 10. Oh, okay. 0 damage. Yeah, so you shoot this thunder wave out, which yeah, like you shoot out the golden bolts of your hand. Very classic. You always feel powerful. From the rubber glove emerges this golden lightning, and then it kind of, you see it fizzle off, and there's just nothing for this long stretch. And then as he's about to sneeze, and you just see like a little psh on his neck, as his little, like a couple sparks come out, and he's like, oh, well, what in the heavens was that?
Yeah, I shocked you. Don't sneeze. We'll die. That's like a fucking hurricane does.
Of course. Sorry, that's next time oh, we can't take it outside. We're quarantining here, see?
Go in a corner.
Jay, go handle
right
that.
in front of a sheet of paper.
And the third guard turns. He's like, okay, yeah, I'll go. I'll handle that. As Jay walks over and grabs a lock, like this fancy, pulling out of one of his pockets, this big fancy like magnetic lock that he sticks on the door, and it like seals around the doorknob, like clamps the whole door shut with this magnetic seal, as you see this like blue energy come out of it.
Cool. All right.
All right, I think I found, so we got, there's an email from let's see, emergency from Bill me, get the TC's back on. Okay, so it's not that one. I found it. Okay, urgent, please click action required spectrum administration.
That's such a sketchy email. Such a sketchy email.
I mean, I don't, it says what it needs, which is action required. Let me find. Okay, I'm here. I'm in. Now what?
Okay. Well, nothing happened to you, so that's a plus.
I haven't clicked the link yet. I'm just clicked onto the email.
Should we click it just to find out?
I mean, if you think so, I could try it out.
No, that gives us nothing. Forward, does it have like an address or something within Spectrum for us to go to?
Yeah, let me see. I just gotta click through to that section, and let's see. It says real officer at Spectrum. Oh, they spell Spectrum with a K though. It's spectrum.com with a K. Is that Stu, is that, he's looking over your whatever receiver thing to talk into it. Stu, is that how they spell it over in French Russia area? She was like, I do not believe that is how we spell a spectrum with a C. Yes, that is what we do.
Right. So Spectrum isn't even the ones responsible. Aren't even the one. Great. Fantastic.
I think it's all making sense to me right now. I think this wasn't the real Spectrum. Zermi, I think this must have been A fake.
Click on the link.
You click it through here? You sure?
Click. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'ma do it. And he clicks it. And then you see his little thing start shaking. Like, Jeremy, I don't know what's happening. Can you see? I guess he's showing you the screen. Like, are you looking at the screen? Yeah. So like the screen.
I'll just look away and step away.
The screen. Oh, you look away.
Yeah. I figure what's happening. I'm not gonna.
Okay, you step onto the other side of the paper. He's like, Zermie's gone black. It's saying you are hacked and it's turning green, and then his phone explodes, and out from it comes a stream of this black and green sludge and binary data coming out from his phone, which lands on the paper and rises up into this new creature. It's much larger than the other two you fought. And it's super.
In terms of like proportional to me.
Proportional to you. Proportional to you, not the room.
Okay.
It has these big.
Shout out the Colossus now.
These big, broad, spiked shoulder pads on top of it, and these just like long arms holding what seem like, it looks like it has almost tools now made out of this black sludge, like a large pick type weapon, and a type of shield, and then just a large spiked helmet. Yeah, it almost has this really dramatic spiky armor and weaponry.
Did you give the guards names?
Yeah, Stu, William, and Jay.
Who's carrying me?
Stu. Steady fingers, Stu.
Hey, steady fingers, please crush this thing. I'm gonna move away now.
What is, you want me to crush,
The black
crush
blob.
crush this little thing here?
The black blob, nothing else.
Will I die if I jump off this paper? Will I reach terminal velocity?
That's a
Much,
question that only you can answer.
How close are we to that core?
The core is, in terms of actual physical space, you're like a foot over and, 4 feet up off the ground.
Or is that? How many actions would that be for me?
You'd be falling for 3 actions and moving across for like 2 actions. Or those can happen at the same time, but 2 to 3 actions worth of movement.
I'll just say, Stu, yeah, kill this thing, please. Just squish it. If I fall, it's maybe fine, but let's not, ideally.
Would you like? I my 2 hands, my steady fingers are holding up.
Oh my god, fuck it. And I jump off the sheet of paper towards the core. Yeah, just crush the black thing. Make sure it doesn't get away.
No, Jeremy! He says whatever, swiftly trying to move the paper.
Also, don't step on me.
You make it
Oh
clear
wait, I
that
still
you're.
have my phone on me. I said, oh wait, I have my phone on me. They can still hear me. Yeah, hi, I'm going towards the core, the green thing in the ground, but y'all don't touch it.
Yeah, so he's
Kill
like
this
sweeping the paper to try to catch you because he acted before he figured it out. Got a low roll. And so he's going to try to grab you with this paper. And he just perfectly, as you're falling, slides the paper below you and then lifts it back up and totally catches your momentum and eases you back onto the piece of paper.
Oh my god. No, I'm gonna jump off on purpose.
Oh, you should have just said so. And then
I thought I did.
this large creature is taking its actions.
Fuck.
It didn't fall off with that shit? As you sweep me up? He doesn't have a save to make?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Weedles goes flying off the edge of it. As this...
Oh, I thought he was already... Wait, he shrunk, right?
No, he didn't shrink.
I thought he was gone.
No, he's just standing there with it. It just blew up in his hands.
Oh, I horribly misunderstood that. Does this change anything? It really doesn't. It really doesn't. It changed nothing.
Okay. Yeah, so you jump off. it hurls a like black javelin, like a binary data javelin. So just flying through the air, perfectly structured, not like the other two before was like kind of ripply. This is just like a perfect solid spear of black sludge and these binary digits that you can see kind of moving all throughout it. Your AC is 16. That is a hit. For 5 damage. It just comes
Oh my god.
flying by and scrapes over your where your shoulder connects to your neck, and you kind of feel this, like, you know, a little more blood. The other two cuts on the back of your leg and your arm had kind of clotted up now, but you feel now this warmth on the nape of your neck and the sting.
Oh my god. Stu, please kill it. And don't crush me or Weedle.
And then it smashes down at Weedle with a shield bash, and I guess that's the last thing you'll see. And it completely horribly misses him, and just goes stumbling over as you jump off.
Say from here. Can I real quick be like, hey Weedle, do you want to come or go? Or you want to stay or come with me?
Weedle, yeah, you say you want to stay or go? Oh, I can take this thing on. I mean, I'm not much of a fighter, but I can put up a good tussle.
All right, I grab him and I jump off the sheet of paper. Not like you're gonna
I think
fucking
you
die.
jumped off this sheet of paper 9 times.
Only like 4.
Okay, yeah, he's consenting if you do that.
All right, I do.
I can take him down, but I can come help too. As he's falling down with you.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, the two of you are now just free falling through the air.
This might have been a mistake. I just killed both of them.
So before when you did this, you caught me, but I don't know if we'll be okay if we just fall and hit the ground.
I assume we'll be great.
Just...
We'll be great.
Yeah.
The face is so much stretchier than mine. I can't even. That's horrifying.
Or trauma music. Let's see. So.
I haven't heard music and I'm so sad.
What'd you say?
I haven't heard any music and I'm so sad.
Yeah, it's tragic.
You really miss it.
Right? It does a lot. Builds a lot. So yeah, I think you still have your phone on you as you're falling. Transceiver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So you hear through it, I am going to crush this fool as Stu. Sorry, not that deep. I'm going to crush this fool as Stu kind of, you see, just crushes the paper in his hands and crumples it up. Let's see.
Be sure I've killed many. I've failed to kill many bugs that way.
He tosses it up. Do not worry, my friend. He tosses it up and pulls out his rifle and just unloads just a clip into this paper in the air and just riddles it with bullets, just eradicates it. It's like thrown into shreds of confetti falling way, way, way above you. They kind of look like clouds.
Festive.
Little airplanes up in the sky.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And now, yeah, I guess we're falling toward deaths, maybe, question mark.
Yeah. Deaths. The other 3 guards are just kind of standing there. You have nothing?
I have no featherfall.
You have nothing.
I have nothing. No, I was expecting terminal velocity to take the wheel. I'm expecting bugs can't. Ants can fall from like any height and they'll be fine.
So you and Weedles are just, you grabbed him, jumped off the edge of the paper, which was then crumpled up and blown to smithereens in the air. And you're falling, you're free falling, you're spinning through the air. Weedles is trying to get his bearings. He's like tumbling around, flipping over in the air. Some of his pockets are open and wrenches and random crap are just falling out, floating up into the air. As the 2 of you are just dropping, and then he finally kind of stabilizes himself. Let's see, roll to get stable in the air.
All my dies have been rolling so terribly. What is this? Acrobatics?
Yeah, he obliterated that paper. Acrobatics. Yeah, acrobatics.
15.
15. Okay, yeah. So you like get him, and he's kind of like struggling around, which knocks you over, and you're flipping backwards. But you totally just right yourself up, and you're however you want to be, dive or out or whatever.
Just as making my service area as wide as possible.
Yeah, and Weedles pretty much follows suit and does the exact same thing as the two of you are now. Just feel the wind just whipping past you, throwing your hair straight back, your cheeks. Oh, wait. This is crazy! As Weedles is falling through the air next to you. And yeah, you just feel like all your clothes are pressed straight up against you, pulled straight back. All the slack is now hanging behind you. As, I mean, this is terrifying, like, of a speed to be falling. This doesn't feel comfortable. Or like, oh yeah, you know, I'm just on a trampoline or something. Like, this is like a terrifying speed to be hurling through the air downwards. Like, wind is whipping you back. Yeah, the ground is fastly approaching. Say 4 seconds away.
I have literally nothing.
Yeah, Weedles just looks over and reaches out a hand, and he's like, I trust you.
I have literally nothing.
Did you take his hand? He reached out his hand.
Oh yeah, nothing.
Okay.
I'm nothing to help him out. I could increase the armor class, but I don't know if that's gonna help.
And then you just hear through the transponder, are you too sure that you will be okay? Yeah, I think we ought to probably we could catch her or something if that's what you need to be help with. I mean, they look like they're following just fine, but
I mean, yeah, I thought you'd take much longer with that bug. I mean, with that guy.
That is why they call me Stu Steady Fingers.
Actually, no, he might fucking crush us if you do that. Never mind, we'll just fall. Good luck.
All right, as you finish saying that, and the two of you are just flying through the air, you feel the last moments of breeze and the air whipping past your ears as this loud noise, and then just splat. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's great.
Yeah.
Great having you.
I made the wrong choice there, I guess. It happens.
Yeah, as you just slam into the ground, suddenly everything is black. Roll me dex save to half the damage.
Not from what?
Oh, sorry, acrobatics.
Well, it's the same thing. 13.
Get my dice out here. 13? Yeah, okay, so as you're in your last moments before you hit the ground, you look over and see Weedles is like trying to prep himself, whatever. He like lifts up a leg, he like looks like he's ready. And then the last one, when he like freaks out and tenses up and just slams into the ground, as you at the same time are just like full extended, no differentiation between any part of your body. Your head slams at the same time as everything else.
Oh god, holy shit.
You take holy crap. Oh god.
Die right now.
You take 57 damage.
What? What is this? Ants don't take 57 points of damage if you drop them. I say from not personal experience.
Yeah, but ants have
animal
6 legs. They're all different. Their bodies are all different shapeless. Are you alive?
Get that? No, I'm fully.
Wait, how much health did you have?
-3 now. I don't know, whatever that.
-3 will make you death saving throws.
Okay, well.
Let's see about Weedles.
The camera. No, let me get this. Let me get the camera angle here.
Yeah, as Weedle's dead body just splats next to you and his limbs shoot off in every direction. His head gets like crooked the wrong way. His limbs are now off, and you see both blood and like green binary data kind of pooling out.
You know, looking back, I might have not made the best decision to jump. But hey, you'll win some. That's the great thing about D&D. You can make mistakes here with minimal consequence to your real body. Kids, don't jump out of giant pieces of paper when you're the size of an ant, even though terminal velocity should dictate for a small creature that you should not go splat.
Hey, I mean, you didn't go splat.
I'm gonna roll my dice now. He went splat.
Oh, he went splat, but he's not. Maybe he's like an anti-bug.
Like Alright. Yeah. Here it is. First one, 17. Hell yeah. Second one, 5. Okay. 1, 1. Okay. I'm alive!
Yeah, you're fine.
Woo! Let's go. It's like it didn't happen.
You're freaking fine. Nothing's wrong.
Why
You
was I
feel
even
great.
complaining?
You prop back up, full health.
Should only come with a 5.
Yeah, so as you see the ground rapidly approaching and then suddenly just black, you feel yourself in the spirit world struggling to hold on. You think about Jeffrey, think about how your relationship has fallen apart. You think to yourself, man, if I could just go back just one more time, I could sort this all out with Jeffrey. We could find common ground. We could figure out why our relationship went so wrong. Why couldn't it be like when I was a child? Just tinkering him in that shop. Anyway, and then you come to the voices in the receiver. No, that receiver's freaking shattered. To the voices in the room calling down to you like, "Hey, hello, little friend. Are you all right? Is this did the two of you are fine, right?" I don't know. That doesn't look so good. I mean, you good down there? We could call a medic or something. I don't know. We don't have any small medics, do we?
I got a medicine check on Jeffrey. I mean, shit, wrong one.
Yeah. So you hear these
Wheel.
voices, and you look over and just see the 4 limbs. One arm is now like way above your head as you look up, which hurts so badly, by the way, to just crane your neck. And his other limbs, his legs are scattered down below, and just a body with a contorted head.
What would I need to roll on a medicine check to stabilize him?
Revivify. Don't bring his limbs back. No
He didn't
comment.
get any death saving throws. What's that, James, huh?
He died by more than 10 damage.
It's double.
Double his HP?
Yeah, I believe so.
The heck?
That's like full dead, no death saves. But also the DM at their discretion, you could just kill off NPCs. So I think that's what the DM's guide even says. But also it's a game where you can do whatever you want. So your call.
Yeah, his death saving throws were okay.
Yeah.
No, he's
you
still
good?
dead.
What the fuck?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's not dead. You can roll medicine. He's there with his limbs all off and his head's twisted the wrong way and he's unconscious.
19, fucker. Let's go.
19. Any mortal being that suffered these wounds could not have survived. All of his limbs are missing. His head is like turned not the right way, but he's come back from worse.
You'll be all right as I pat his body, I guess.
Sorry, he's come back from worse with serious magical medical attention.
Rest easy, and I just close his eyes.
Yeah, his eyes are just like wide open, like great. And you just, yeah, in his last moments, it's like,
Yeah, I can't help but think, on some level, I had something to do with this. Rest in peace, friend. I'm taking your job. And I walked
grabbed
towards-
him and pulled him off. Hey, you don't know. Maybe saved him from
and I walked-
the virus.
I walk. Yeah, maybe this is a better death than being a code. I walk over or sprint over whatever to that core.
Okay, yeah, you run over to the core, leaving dead Weedle's body bleeding out his little ones and zeros on the floor. And you get over to this core with the blown out side and just the slightest like little flickers of green inside of it. What do you do?
I start tinkering with it and I infuse this item to be my homunculus servant.
Okay. Is there a roll on that?
No.
So as you're tinkering, whatever thing that was inside of it, this green light, you're kind of rewiring some of the rewiring some of the circuitry, reconnecting the functional parts that are required to make this technological piece alive and functioning and having electricity running through it. And whatever was in there before comes back to life and snaps back to, and it sort of takes over on its own. Like the circuits have signals and electricity running through them that you weren't intending for or like intentionally putting into them. Make an Arcana check.
So this thing, I get to choose how it looks, and also it's friendly to me and my companions, and it obeys my commands. Just want to put that out.
Opposed Arcana check.
18.
Yeah, okay. So this whatever initial code that was in there making what was happening happen, that whatever malware worm starts running its own code, starts like handling its own circuits, even some of the wires start like moving back into place. The black sludge starts kind of creeping out of some of the orifices, and then using your tinkering, I mean, you were like an expert here, you managed to basically just like beat it back, whether that be physically or technically, rewiring certain things, cutting it off where it tries to go, and then you finish. Yeah, you're just like smacking it whenever one of the wires tries to crawl back into place, and you wire it your way, put your own command chip in, and then boom, it lights up. It doesn't have legs unless you added legs to it, but
For sure added legs.
okay, then it lifts up.
So it
Yeah, go
whatever
ahead.
this core thing is, and it's just like a dumb little like six-legged, same leg styling as Jeffrey, and but it has like these two large, really dumb, cartoony eyes. It's like shit. What's that thing on a it's like aperture that like gets smaller and larger for
yeah,
eyes.
like Wally.
On this side. Yeah, it's the real Wally type thing.
Yeah, it has like little apertures that open and close.
And a mouth with a big tongue like a dog.
Sure, I don't know. You really worked your magic there with whatever you had in your pockets and the scraps around you from the table and the computer. When you toss this thing back together, and it kind of lights up green like through its whole body as its tongue is hanging out of its robotic mouth, like this green light is coming out from its throat, and you just hear software back online. What is your command, master?
What's your deal?
I am my robot version 1.001.
This is so discomforting. I don't like
Mission operative. Infiltrate and take financial and mortal information.
Who sent you?
Sent by Comcast Space Telecommunications. Bing, bing. Next command.
I'm just like so broken. That's so funny. Can I, through you, send the same virus to Comcast?
Sending version 1.001 to technician at comcast.net. Message sent.
Can I just, oh my god, can you do whatever I want? Can I?
I can do whatever you want. Awaiting next command.
Send Bill me an email saying he's fired. Or just like get rid of him from the database.
Scanning Spectrum Space Liner database for Bill me. Bing, bing, bing. Scan in progress. Bing, bing. Bill me. Reference found. Sending email contents. Deleting from database. Blockchain wallet contents deleted. Ding. Awaiting next command. Yeehaw.
Holy shit. Holy shit. What do I do with unlimited anything that I want in the world?
Hello, friend. Are you doing okay down there? Is that thing operating as intended? Could you make it fix the stuff above? What is next command?
Bring down Spectrum Wireless. Wait, are we in a float? Wait, it just hit me. We're in a fucking spaceship, right?
You're in a massive space cruise owned by Spectrum. Bringing down Spectrum. Activating kill switch. Just lights out, generator exploding, noise through the wall, all the pipes just like shut off, everything just suddenly the whole this darkness and quiet as just everything goes offline, and you feel kind of like a physical motion there for a second as the engines on the ship that were propelling it forward kind of slow to a halt. And now you're just drifting.
Destroyed Spectrum. For sure, my intent and this character's intent has overlapped in far greater a way than I intended. That's great though.
Hey, what are you doing down there? Can you fix it? That thing seems to be going off like crazy. Can you stop it from doing that? Was it what is it, Zermi? Could you get that thing under control? Should we shoot it?
Shout, I'm trying. No, don't shoot it. It's helping.
None of the Stu kind of
one health left.
Lowers his ear and turns towards you. You have 1 HP. I think he is saying something to us. His communicator must have broken. I will listen closer.
I'm trying to help. It's working. Just give me a minute.
He says he's helping. It is 1 minute. Give me deception check. Advantage. Just because it's so small, he can't hear you. That's the only reason you get it.
Ah!
7 hours.
Plus 0.
He's gone rogue. He is the cause of this.
Alright, blow up their phone. Blow up their phone.
Three
Also,
of them.
I'm naming you Henrietta. Blow up their phones.
Blow up their phone. Oh, like blow up. Okay.
I'll like send a bunch of messages if that's what you were thinking.
No. I just didn't even read. I thought you were like, oh, so they can't talk to anybody. No, I see what you're going for here.
It's going full Watchdog, and I'm very into it.
I am Henrietta. Sending distract signal to phones of Stu Hilbert, William Smith, Jay Fitson. And then as three of them turn and point their guns, their phones all explode in their pockets, and out emerging are these large, like blacks, whatever, pooling creatures of this binary data that are so familiar to you now, of just various shapes. One is like much more square. Each one is kind of a unique shape that you haven't seen before. And they immediately, the guards are firing on them, and they're just punching back, shooting out their sludgy binary data, kind of translucent limbs at them. All right.
How many of them are there?
3 of the big creatures.
Just to test it out.
Further commands for Henrietta. Awaiting.
Man, what's my guy's goal in life? What's his intent? He's been handed the powers of a god, and he does not know what to do with them. Seems like I've already successfully taken down 2 major companies in the world.
Return to standard size. Bing.
Oh.
Expand.
Yes, please.
Wait, 2 prompts were given. Bing. No higher level.
2 what?
2 prompts were given. No higher level reasoning. Which prompt? Bing.
Make me large and heal me? make me my
Executing.
Oh god. Wait, what?
Yes, suddenly there's a big flash of green that shoots out of the just giant hole in the side of Henrietta, that wraps around you and expands your body back up in this spiral of binary digits, as these 3 guards are completely engaged in their combat. Let's see.
I withdraw Jeffrey back.
Okay. And yeah, you feel, as you're kind of expanded up, you feel some of your wounds and broken limbs being healed by this digital energy that's coursing through your body. And Steady Fingers Stew shouts out to his...
I'm back at full health.
Yeah, you're back at full health.
And full spell slots.
Yeah, sure.
Spell slots back.
Steady Fingers
Okay,
Stew
right.
shouts to his fellow guards. We must make this end here. We cannot let this go on. And he pulls a grenade, which you can't really even recognize it very well, but you know that this to be some sort of circular bomb weaponry. He goes for the clip, and
I withdraw Jeffrey and I blink out of the room.
Where do you blink to?
I don't know.
I'll let it. You know what? Let's call it there. You blink out of the room to some place, and you have at your disposal a Jeffrey and a Henrietta, primed with all of full admin access to Spectrum Spaceliners. Actually, not just Spectrum Spaceliner, Full Spectrum Corporation inner technical details. You wanna
Comcast apparently.
Yeah, no, I mean they sent some stuff to Comcast too. Anyway, as you blink somewhere else, maybe back to your room or something to plan your next steps, you just hear an explosion down from lower decks, just as the engine blows to, and the whole ship just starts rocking and shaking. Not that it was moving before, but yeah, I think that'll conclude our one shot.
Damn. That was wild. I felt so powerful. I wish I had a character with more drive to think of more stuff. That was really good though. Thank you, James, for a fantastic DM session. We are also streaming on Saturday at 8 p.m. CST, where we're doing AI Dungeon. Wild.
Yeah.
We're gonna have an AI be our DM while we both play, and it'll be some fun chaos. AI Dungeon is insane. And then on Tuesday, I will be DMing, and I think we will have a mystery special guest, mayhaps. So
Yeah, we got a
yes.
fun week ahead.
Yeah, I got some fun plans. Feel free to join us. And if you haven't already, drop a follow. Why not? Then you can influence the game next time. Yeah. Anything else on add, James?
Yeah, thank you for coming out. Thank you for viewing. Lots more fun stuff to come. Thank you. Special thanks. YouTube, Improv, and D&D. Go check them out.
Yes.
Really great content. Super helpful videos. I've enjoyed a lot of them myself. I was trying to keep some of them in mind while DMing today even. So yeah, definitely go check that channel out.
Yes.
Shout out. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything from me.
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Yeah.
Have a great day and a fantastic life.
See ya.